the adventures. It's better now? We continue the adventures and dive deeper into Scarwall once more. Scarwall itself has fought back, but its heart remains open. First floor, many battles, still more to win. What darkness lies at the heart of this place? Well, our heroes may find out. Or might consume them! Welcome everybody to the Crimson Queen. I hope everybody's having a wonderful Wednesday evening.
What's Scarwall?
Your title's wrong, by the way,
Tantuk.
Tantus.
Did I say Scarwall in the
You
title?
said Scarwall. Also, your title still says Elden Ring.
I thought I pressed the
Yep.
thing.
There we go.
There you go.
Mm-hmm. Well, yeah, you changed the category. You just
Yeah, your title still said Elden Ring, which is a little weird.
I have to remember this and copy it down. I think it's just because I had switched some stuff, and I was still working on a title, and I forgot to hit the done button after the title.
It happens to the best of us.
I mean, yeah.
There you go.
Sometimes it happens to the
There
worst
you go.
of us.
To help you out.
The blurst of us,
There you go,
too?
Tantus.
The worst.
This definitely
Not the
won't
worst.
get buried in the Discord. I posted the stream name in the Discord where it'll promptly be buried by many questions.
That's true.
Or me.
Anyway,
Or
if
maybe.
you missed last week, I'll just move everybody over to here to begin with. Hey, we're going to be over here. There was a lot of fights. And exploring and fights, and a nice large chunk of the first floor has been cleared out here. Look at all this nice cleared space, you know? And now they've opened a hallway up, and there's Minotaurs!
Gross.
I'm about to Jurassic Park.
Oh wait, if they're only minors, I don't want to beat them up.
They're
Yeah, can we
very
have a
juvenile.
conversation about their future and saying maybe this isn't the path you guys want to take?
Look, I don't
Well, I mean-
think we
Listen
can say
here,
this
bud.
when in session 1 we joked about fighting orphans for XP.
Hey, that was you. Don't put that on me.
I don't think
look,
we can
I
say
didn't want to
that.
fight any orphans.
He wants
mean-
to defeat them.
if they even if there are minors, they've been undead for like centuries at this point in time, so it really doesn't make a big difference. You know,
I'm gonna
they've-
hit this initiative.
they've undead matured.
Timeless
I don't know what the hell
means
that- I don't-
Hey.
They don't have bodies anymore. I don't know what that means. Also, they're just bones.
Nothing but
Means it would be very hard to tell
Skin and
if they
bones.
are minors or not.
That's true.
Just
Also,
bones.
do you know how to tell? Like, okay, I'm gonna stop now because I was gonna
Yeah,
make
I
a
think
joke
it's
about
time to
Minotaur
stop.
minors. Anyway, they've got pickaxes, so here we go. We're switching.
Oh,
over
it's Minecraft.
here. They're just Minecraft. All right. So, turns out Avona's going first.
Shit,
They're just
Fuck.
minor crap.
there's a 100-foot wall of fire in that hallway now.
Aha.
There you go.
All right. Let's see here.
There's a bunch of undead in there. It says bonus damage to undead.
I think one of them has to make a save because it's popping up on. Well, two of them have to make
These
saves. 'cause
two
it's
have to
popping up-
make saves. Because I've just cast it in this line here.
Let me make some reflex saves then.
And yes, I've cast it. Not that it'll matter
Wow,
because they're going to come
okay.
to us, but it's been cast as a 5th level spell. So, you guys can go
What's your
into it.
DC?
Of... Oh god, what is my qualifier DC? Qualifier DC is 21.
Okay.
What do I roll for this?
All right. Well, let's see here. We have to go through all this, and you have to roll some stuff for some
Do I have
damage
to
for at least.
Because undead take extra damage, I think.
Creatures on it to turn around and okay. The wall
Deals
gives
double
when it
damage to
appears,
undead creatures.
and to all creatures in the area.
I never understood why
on
Wall
your
of Fire
turn,
in
you try.
Pathfinder does that.
I actually don't know either.
I mean, like,
2d6
the
plus...
zombies and stuff, it might make sense because they're dried
Okay,
out.
okay,
husks.
2d6 plus caster level. Okay.
And it deals double damage to undead. So you would also have to roll the 2d4 because, yes, because it deals damage when it appears, so it would probably hit the ones behind it.
Okay, so here's the 2d4. And here's going to be... I have to custom the 2d6 that has caster level in it. There's the 2d6. And you guys can enter it because I've selective spelled it.
Okay.
That'll be my.
Oh, I'm sorry. It's double that. Oh god, I have to do
Yes.
more math. That was correct.
I drew a big orange thing for.
Wouldn't it be on the other side?
Yeah, it should be on this wall here.
Oh, this wall?
Because you guys are.
Because they would have to walk through it.
So like there.
Yeah, like there.
Okay.
I did that so because these three are gonna have to walk through it, so I could get all of them with it technically.
I just
Alright.
know that if you're on the other side, it does nothing. So if they're in this room, it doesn't hurt them.
That's
I
fine.
mean, one Minotaur
He's
is going
walked.
before
He's
I'm going to
walked
go
through it.
jumping through the wall.
He has walked through it.
Roll the dice.
I guess he gets a reflex save when
Yes.
walking through it. Let me roll that. No.
All right. He takes 40 fire damage potentially.
All right. He takes 40
I don't
fire
know
damage.
how
What
you
was your DC? I
reflex
forgot
through
you
a
said.
wall.
20 something.
Yeah, okay. So I was just making sure. Anyway.
My DC is certainly not 9. 21 is my DC. Oh, he's coming.
Alright.
Protect me, meat wall.
Well, he
Are these
did his
dwarves
job
one?
because he had a
He coming.
Are these dwarves one space or two spaces?
2 spaces. Most doors are.
Okay. Yes, that's not represented well on the map, but that's fine.
It isn't.
That's why I asked.
Like, these are very big double doors.
I assume if they've employed Minotaurs, it would have been built for such.
Yeah.
I
So, 'cause
agree, but
Yeah,
was just
they-
asking
again.
for that.
Like, I think it's like in the space like this, it displays it well as being a large door, but like in these like
Mhm.
little things, it doesn't display
Always
it
gotta
well.
ask.
Yeah.
Mhm. Well, that just means I have to squeeze like once. I'm gonna look up the squeezing rules.
Oh, he's
Or
going
you could
around.
attack the one that came in the room.
Ada.
Doubles the movement. Maybe
One
A
second.
I don't remember.
Yeah, I know it does something. Oh,
It's
that's a
annoying,
spell.
is what it is, and you don't want to be squeezing while being attacked because it's really
Yeah,
bad
it's really.
for you.
You got a lot of penalties.
There also is just one in the room.
I'm only getting this spell.
There's a man here.
That's why this isn't working because I'm holding.
Do any of you speak giant?
I actually hold on. Let me check. I might.
I'll speak small.
Oh, you
No,
know, I don't
no.
actually speak giant. Shockingly.
Okay, they had yelled something.
Alright, it's not one of my
one,
16 languages.
One of them had yelled something before they all started moving.
You know what? After this, I'm gonna put 1 point into linguistics so I can learn giant, so I can fucking make fun of them in giant.
Perhaps one yelled, "There's a spellcaster in the back."
Oh, try it. I'll fucking cast Finger of Death at you.
I mean, that wouldn't
Squeeze
hurt.
rules. This one. Okay.
You take like
Uh,
minus like 4.
I would
with
just
the curse
attack
attack
the one in
opportunity.
the room right now, dude. That way you don't have to squeeze anywhere.
There's a boy.
Oh,
Not Ronnie's got
okay,
this one.
it's a DC 30 acrobatics check. No, that's to squeeze through something that fits your head.
It's the combat while squeezing that you want to look up.
Yeah. Range and obstacles. Squeezing. In some cases, you have to squeeze through an area that isn't as wide as you take up. You squeeze through into space half as wide as your normal space. Each move into a narrow space as if it were 2 squares, and while squeezed in a narrow space, you take a -4 penalty on attack rolls. And so if I remain squeezed, and -4 penalty to AC. So if they attack me while I'm squeezing,
Well, I'm just gonna say, while squeezing, you incur an attack of opportunity too.
well, I thought that was just from moving because you're moving into the spot.
Well, that's true. Yeah, and unless they've... I don't know if it's 2 different ones. It might just be from movement. They would have to have combat reflexes. I don't think these guys do that. So, I don't think that matters.
So yeah, if I wanted to squeeze through here, he'd basically get an attack of opportunity.
I'd have just attack the red guy who's in the room.
I mean, it's up to you. You can do that. You can try to move
I
into
mean,
the
I
bigger
might as
hallway.
well draw the ire of everyone.
That's true. You would be the target then.
Also, the idea is to prevent them from easily getting through the door.
Well, they're
Alright,
not
well-
going to get through the door
Well-
easily because I'm standing there too.
There's a door here. And they can also just go around.
Anyway, I guess there'll be two.
That's what the
attacks
one
of
guy's doing.
2 attacks of opportunity on you then. Just the first attack on each of these. Does 32 hit you?
Yes.
Okay, so 25 damage.
Okay.
So, what's your reach in this form? I just want to know.
15?
Which one hit him?
I'm going to guess green did.
Okay.
The second roll, and
let's
probably
see.
blue would have occurred first, technically, anyway.
you do have a record.
Hold on.
Okay.
So
Because blue, I might have been able to. Not for doing
24
that.
is. Oh no, okay.
The 24 wouldn't hit. Actually, it would have actually
well,
been
I was just
34,
wondering-
because I think he would have. You would have, yes, been.
Penalties.
Well, no, it would have been flanking technically once the attack
Oh.
occurred. Because
Well-
being huge, you're easy to flank.
Yeah.
Yes. Anyway,
Um,
I'm good. I'm fine.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12.
Hey, he had fire on him.
He did have fire, and I'm gonna click this
Oh,
button to see
sure.
what it is.
Hold on.
Oh, hey,
I
fast.
think
Hey.
he's good.
I think he takes half, so hold on.
Which
I
is
think
just
he
He
normal.
takes, he takes full because he doesn't take double.
I think he
Well,
also
yeah,
just takes other damage too because he started his turn next to the
It's
fire.
on. It's on.
End?
Yeah, it's on my
eight-
turn when that damage
Oh, it's
drops.
on your
Oh.
turn? Okay.
Yeah.
Well, when they pass through it.
Yeah.
Is it
I know that
save?
one.
Is it save for half or save for suck? I can't remember.
I am checking that in the spell.
Yeah.
I think it's safer.
Oh, hold on. Oh, where the hell is this? Is a big wall of text. I'm sorry.
Oh yeah, it is there on your turn each round. Okay.
What the?
Passing through it, done
Oh.
lands if it's blah, any 5 foot. It doesn't say.
Oh, Wallfire just doesn't have a saving throw.
Oh.
It just happens.
Oh, it just happens.
Which
Okay.
makes
Oh,
sense.
wow.
It's a wall.
Anyways,
Oh, then never mind. Just
How
rolls
do
of
you,
damage.
how do you
then.
dodge a wall?
Ha! Just happens.
this is
24.
even better of a plan.
Anyway, he dies.
Good. Fuck that guy.
Khandes!
Well, at least they all failed, so it was true to.
Now
form
having to
anyway.
go back
I'm
and
gonna
fix
move
things.
there and a nunchuck.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm sorry. Sorry for stealing your thunder. I just wanted to
Well,
like.
he could have. Khandes could have gone for blue. But you've got to.
Well, I'm also going large. And...
Also, you should. Also, I was kind of hoping you would protect the the cat.
Squishy people. Yeah.
Especially since-
Squishy
well,
people.
I just
we don't know they shouted it.
And no one speaks giant.
And I need to.
Yeah, I just speak huge.
You speak Allosaur. What was that?
That's another thing. Oh, by the way, we were talking about how dumb the Druidic language is before the stream, and that's another thing
finally
that
done
might
it.
have been nice is if you could talk maybe talk in Druidic as an animal or something.
That
That would
would
also be another reason
Actually, make it kind of cool.
to make it interesting.
Alright, what you doing? What you doing, Khandes?
He attacking.
A 38. Does that hit?
Oh yeah. Oh yes.
No, it misses.
I'm just gonna delete this man with 7 hit points.
Okay.
I think you do more than that. I'm not gonna lie.
I would do more than that. Yes.
All right. This other one, which hadn't.
Wait. I just realized I didn't do anything after my turn, so I'm.
Oh
yeah,
yeah,
you
you just
being able to do
moved
an attack.
in.
You could have attacked one of them, I think. Yes. Which one
I
would
would
you
bother
attack? Blue or
attacking
green?
green since blue's gonna start in fire.
Cool. I'll do green then.
Okay.
Yeah, my bad. I was just like,
Yeah, you can strike green back.
I want do this one. And here, and hopefully this works. It does.
Okay. Hit. And you will do damage, which I'll mark off. Okay.
I also need to edit my macro so I can switch between Dex and Strength. After you pointed out that might just be better.
Yes. So 32 to hit you.
Hit me?
Yes.
I think that hit last time.
That
30 was 4 last time.
Oh.
Yeah.
That actually misses, but I lose my crane wing because of the.
Yes, because you're within the range. So.
Yeah.
Okay.
So my AC is now 28.
Okay. So.
So the next one still would miss though, because that's 20.
Yeah, none of the attacks are that close at that point.
Didn't
It would
Blue
be
start in
27.
fire too?
It's on Momo's turn.
It's on my
Um,
turn
also-
when it procs.
Stuff does.
Yeah, because it's within a certain range.
It's in my turn or when they actually physically pass through it.
These guys are already in it, so they're like,
Yeah.
they're chilling until another turn.
More or less.
Zardris. I mean, you technically can see blue and green, probably. They're very large.
Yeah, there's a
It
big
does cool.
lizard in there, so I'm just gonna go and stand by this door, and that's my turn.
Mhm. Okay. Green. Green is going to go after Ada. So Green's going to take a couple of swings and a gore, and none will hit.
Nope.
Ronnie. The big thing that was near you died.
Yeah, the others
It got
are on the other
crushed.
side of the wall.
I mean, there is a wall of fire that
You can
probably
walk through, and
Avona
there's a
said like
There's a door down
it will
here,
not affect
too.
you.
And in here, you would have line of sight on green.
Not really a ranged person.
That's
Oh,
quitter
you
talk.
You can go down through this door and try to go
Yeah, you
up.
can safely walk through the fire.
You can hang
That's
out in
right.
the fire.
If I
But
said
hide
walk
the
through the
fire.
fire, then I
This is where I
go,
reveal I actually
uh,
excluded Ronnie from my selective spell.
and then has to be a double move for me. We aren't hasted right now, right?
We are not hasted.
No.
So yeah, that's
I
unfortunate.
didn't feel this was a hasted fight.
Very
It probably
fair.
won't
Yeah.
be.
So I just walk up to this guy in my big clunky armor. And I'm
Yeah.
like, "Hey, Phil, I'm gonna hit you next turn," and that's my
Yeah,
turn.
and at the very least, you're helping in Alisaur's flank. Anyway, Avona.
Anyways, I want to click.
Click a
Just
fire
2d4 and then also like an 18. Anyway, this guy that you walked up to, he dies because it's fire
He
that
turns
kills
to
that guy.
ash.
Yeah, this one also is still alive though. Okay.
Wouldn't that be 10 damage because it's doubled?
It was 10 damage. I did mark it as it.
Oh,
That
but-
guy hasn't walked through the fire, to be fair.
Nah, he's been hanging
No,
out.
but he
over
did
there.
get bit by a big lizard.
Yeah,
That's why I asked.
yeah. That did help get him down a lot lower than he was. Double 2d4 isn't a
Oh.
lot of damage.
Yeah.
I
Although
think
I
I
did
wanna
just remember
do-
that I should have rolled an extra 2d6 because of undead. Oh. Oh well. I'm just gonna say, oh well, at this point.
Yeah.
Man, what do I want to do? I guess I will just throw a disrupt at this guy. He is in melee, so I think it's a ray.
Sure.
I think it's a
His
ray.
touch
Yeah, it's a
AC
ray.
is
So,
exists.
16.
16 will indeed touch this man,
Oh man, he's gonna
even in
be
combat.
so upset with this 4 damage.
Ah, man.
Alright, that's my turn.
Uh,
I move away from the door, actually, that's my turn.
Okay. Ada.
I will call out that there's a big skeleton man down this hallway.
You did leave the doors open, and
You
he
do
just walked to
have
the
a-
end there.
Billion perception to hear that guy.
You did have a billion perception to hear this man.
Okay.
The angry stomp.
Let's
It's
do
only a
this.
plus 39.
That's
Wow.
basically nothing. You
Oh,
need one more.
Does a 21 confirm?
It in fact does confirm, and the first attack would indeed murder this thing then.
Cool.
Can the skeleton
If I
be
go, now
quick?
here's a question: if I go
Yes.
to do a
Oh.
if I go to do a full attack and I only do one attack, can I then move?
Yes, because you only did the one attack.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Kingmaker
about it.
game? Was it
Let
the
me check
Kingmaker
this
game where
movie
that
now,
wasn't the
sorry. I
case?
actually realized I
It
forgot
was
about
like
this.
Kingmaker, where they kind of screwed you up with that.
Where he just did all the attacks, even though the guy died on the first one.
Allosaurus
Oh yeah, I think it was Kingmaker. It
speed
sucked.
is
I remember that. I didn't play the game, but I remember
50.
watching.
I think that's why I
it.
stopped playing Kingmaker.
It's like,
There was
oh,
plenty of
okay.
things like that that were like, this is a little too annoying and video
Perfect.
gamified in a cool way.
Actually, I should move to here because the extra step would be within range, right?
Have penalties if you have range, or reach, rather.
Mm-hmm.
Because if I move here, then he gets an
He
attack.
would get an
because
attack
of-
of opportunity.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay, then I'm just moving to here.
Alright, Khandes.
I have no good thing to do because you'd
I-
either squeeze into that hallway.
No,
No,
he
the
said
The
hallway's
hallway
doorway
is the
wide.
size of large.
Oh, that's
Yeah,
right.
he's-
Yeah.
Yeah,
And I
he said all
told
the
you that there
doors
was
and
something
halls are
down here.
large.
I will swing once at him.
Alright. Okay, that hits. Alright, I'm gonna take a look at this guy and I'm gonna go delete. Alright, the battle's over.
Insane.
Powder.
Hell yeah.
Anyone want bone powder?
Alright, the hallway has been secured. There's still fire in it, but I think you can dismiss it because it's a concentration.
We can all walk through it anyways.
Yeah, I mean, it burns people within like
Yeah, just-
20 feet, so, you know, might
Yeah,
as well
just let it-
like,
Just
go.
gonna
Not
leave
for
it
the
there
duration.
for the duration of the spell, which
Well,
will
I
be...
thought we were. I thought we were gonna rest after this fight. Or
Well,
or
I'm
were
still
you-
pretty much fully powered.
I will tell you, if you rest now, it will be probably next time that I was saying, we're talking about the level ups, it would be maybe next time you rest, depending on how far you go in this.
Yeah, I think we should
So,
keep
I mean,
pushing
it's
forward.
not a guarantee you will level the next rest.
Okay,
Here's,
I will
um,
shrink back though.
It'll be there for 10 more rounds.
Huh.
If you want to shrink me, or I can
Yes.
put, there you go. Thank
My
you.
god.
52 listen
Holy
at this
shit.
big, huge door.
Why don't we
Okay.
check the one room that's up top?
Because this is a really big, suspicious door.
They both are kind of big and suspicious, but
Yeah.
I will tell you, you think that is outside.
Oh,
Yeah, that makes sense.
courtyard.
It might be some kind of courtyard. Or an area that at least has access to the outside somehow. Maybe there's damage. But
Perhaps,
you can hear like the wind basically because you're goddamn 52.
Perhaps a courtyard that we... Maybe we
the
should
hell,
secure that door.
Do I
there
hear
first.
anything up there?
Let me take a look at which room that
It's
is
not a
to make sure-
52.
It's not. I'm just making sure I know which
It's
room
not a
that
52.
is.
You rolled
That's-
a 2.
It's just a little bit less than 52.
Just gonna try to do something here that I normally don't do, which is
Especially since I rolled a 2.
You did roll a
usually
2.
I've been using the snip tool to cut out the map so I can check it easier, and I forgot to do that. Sorry. Let me just see. I don't think there's anything that you would hear in there. Let me just make sure that is that one. So the answer would be no. That room is, at least from what you can hear with an 18, for at least, is fine.
I will
The
open
giant
door.
dinosaur
I-
shows up here next to the door. Nope. And then boxes his head with an accident.
You
And the
bop the door,
frame.
there's a thud noise.
As I'm opening it, you're like,
It's like, God, stop that. bad allosaur. bad, well, probably, like, you don't know what it is, so you're just, bad, whatever the hell you are.
bad giant dragon thing.
Anyway, so, this appears to be some kind of workshop. There are empty shelves, dusty workbenches, all that remain in this room. The exact use of it, unclear. There does seem to be a staircase leading up here.
Okay, those are still up. Okay, I was like, oh, did we find our first staircase down? But no.
No.
Hey, Zardris, there are 3 doors in here. You want to listen?
Okay, so,
Uh,
before we have anything you say, something happens. Because
Poor Joe.
it turns out that this entire thing was rigged with some kind of line that you just opened the door because you were listening at the door and you didn't say, for once, I think this is the only trap in this place,
Bruh,
and you
that's
triggered it.
Funny.
Jesus
That's
Christ.
actually really
That's
funny.
Hilarious.
The one time I forget
Also-
to check for
Also, even if I was nice, it was DC 30. So neither of you would
Well,
have
I
noticed it anyway.
Well, I could have made a perception check to listen and then a perception check for traps. I can hit it easily. I can
Anyway,
easily hit one for traps.
So, anyway, basically, 3 bottles will clash to the ground with a shattering noise, and strange creatures will pop out of them, which I have to put on the map now.
Oh my god. Are they 3 spectators?
Oh, 3 iron flasks.
Oh, like, oh gosh, I feel like I've seen these before.
Let me just make sure
Those are men.
size.
We're burning. Good luck, guys.
Sorry, just check.
Oh, never mind. Wow, that looks way different up close. That is not what I thought it was.
I'll show you a picture in a second. I'm just making sure.
Something that's on fire.
Yes and no.
It kind of looks more like a skeleton.
A
Made of
crimson
blood,
spectral creature that
Nice.
drips with blood. Its skeletal face
Hell
consorted
yeah,
with
that's
malice.
Yep, skeleton.
Man,
made
did
of
I make
blood.
this
The thing-
dungeon? Jeez.
I think they're supposed to be
Thing that-
medium. I don't know why they're large, but that's fine. I will play with that.
They're medium on ours.
Oh, they are. Sorry, for whatever reason, I was thinking they were large. Anyway, that's me, my brain not working. Anyway, there you go.
That's a guy.
Yeah, that's
bloody
That's
skeleton
him,
ghost.
officer. That's a guy.
Yep,
Uh-huh.
That's a ghost. It's a ghost skeleton made of blood.
Any of you
Nice.
there could roll a knowledge religion
I
check
think
to
I
know
can
what these
see.
are.
Yeah, I can't see that. I'm back here chilling with my BFF Zardris.
Yeah. Khandes does not know.
Nice.
Ada does not know.
It's a poo-poo.
Creature.
Can I at least know that they are a skeleton ghost made of blood?
Sure.
they
none of
wouldn't
you
know
what
they're
they are.
ghosts.
I think they're maybe like.
They might
Bloody
not be ghosts. They
skeleton
might just
ghosts.
be. The fact that they were
let
in a bottle
me-
probably means they're actually just bloody skeletons,
Oh.
like elementals or something.
Blood
Yes.
elemental. It's a long poo.
Okay,
Kinda do.
so basically, what happened is like they were poured out of bottles.
Oh, so like the. I'm just
Yeah.
now imagining a trap that pops the cork off of it and then like
I'm gonna
dumps
give
it
them
upside
different
down.
colors, and we can roll initiative. Such a new initiative.
Or it might just
And I have their
break on the
sheet
floor.
over here. There it is. So red. All right, that's a pretty good roll.
Nice.
It's not
yeah,
a
I
big
think
roll.
I think one of them's going first.
I think one
I
of them
can't
is
roll
going
high. I
first.
can't roll higher than
Two
30.
of them are going. 2 of them are going first.
Well, I haven't rolled yet.
That's true.
Oh yeah, 2 of them are going first. That was a correct statement.
Okay. Everybody rolled initiative.
I think so.
Okay.
The initiative
So
roll
that's
itself.
red is going to go first.
The annoying thing about that is that means I
Um,
can't charge.
Yeah.
The annoying thing about that is we're gonna get hit.
Okay.
Well,
Gotcha.
hey, they're not immune to fire. They'll take fire damage.
All right.
Oh, that is true. They have to run through fire.
Yeah, it hasn't
They
run out
do.
yet.
Have to possibly travel through fire.
Except for they have a 200% fire resistance, so they actually get healed.
And they have a special ability that
I've seen that.
gives them no cap on health, so they can just get healed above their
Yeah,
health pool.
If they take fire damage and they have maximum hit points, they take it as temporary
Okay.
hit points.
I'm gonna roll something on the 3 of you that can see this guy. Anyway, I'm pretty sure all 3 of you are demoralized. I look up the rules for intimidation.
Demoralize is like a minus something.
Yeah.
It's
That's
very
annoying. Out of all the times we've been given a condition, demoralized is actually not on the conditions list, so I can't just check
Oh,
it.
you
Yeah.
get shaken. It's shaken.
Yeah, you just
It gives you
okay.
shaken.
Okay.
All of your hit
Yeah, I
dice
do
should
extra damage against
be
myself.
13, and your right? All of your 13 hit dice?
Yes, 13 hit die.
So that'd be 23. I need to know all three of yours wisdom scores. That modifiers. We'll start with Khandes. What's your wisdom modifier?
Start low.
1. Okay. So, you will be shaken for 3 rounds. Make a note of this. So, I'm just going to put on your token in a spot that I can remember at 3 rounds to shoot. What is your wisdom modifier, Ada?
Fun fact, if you, do this, you can go...
I can't see you right now because of stuff over
we
top
go.
of it. You're showing.
See how I put a 3 next to his little symbol?
I don't actually.
Well, it's definitely there.
I just don't see it.
It's
three modifier. Okay.
You can do it. You can put a 3. You can put a number on it. Actually, I could probably do it on my thing.
You got
mine's
2 rounds
3.
then.
I have a 3 modifier. Okay.
Then you have 2 rounds. You have enough to subtract around.
Oh, wait.
Ronnie, what's your wisdom modifier?
3.
3. So you will also have 2 rounds of being shaken. So it's shaken condition. So is just is a -2 to attacks, saves, skill checks, ability checks. Just like a -2 to a bunch of stuff. Okay.
Oh no.
You can sense murder from this thing. Utter and powerfully murder. Anyway.
How many turns for Ronnie?
2?
2.
Yeah, 2, right? Okay.
Yeah. Well, I press survival accidentally. I clicked on its sheet and accidentally pressed survival. Well,
I'm gonna survive.
It's a survival.
We'll survive. Nah, different songs we both went to.
Yeah.
well. Okay. Actually, it's gonna move up here and go for Khandes. Khandes, what's your touch AC?
Can you cover
15.
against melee attacks if it's around a corner?
It would have a +4.
Oh wait, but these are also the giant doors, right? Which are bigger than they look. So they're like that.
Yes, but still from the positioning there, he is around a corner, so he would indeed get the +4. So 15, so it would be 19. Let me just check. He will miss. Fortunately, around the corner, its arm will kind of go through the wall, kind of clawing at you, dripping in blood, and you'll manage to basically nimbly move out of the way just a little bit.
Fuck off.
Alright.
Yeah, I'm gonna be stepping back so it has to go into the fire to attack anyone. It's going. Oh, they can
I have
go
to measure
through
this out.
walls.
Incorporeal.
Incorporeal.
He's gone.
Hmm.
Oh, there he is.
Oh, he's in a wall.
I have to measure this out.
I mean, he's somewhere. That's
He
the
can
important
actually,
thing.
he reach you. Okay, so he's gonna come up next. He double moved. Khandes!
Well,
They've only seen 3. They don't know about the other 2.
Oh, wait. If they're incorporeal, does that do something versus my attacks?
Yeah.
You have to have
dude.
ghost touch.
I do
Which
not.
some of our weapons are ghost touched.
No, it's they give either they gave
Undead Bane.
Bane or Ghost Touch to armor.
Oh.
Yeah, we don't have Ghost Touch.
Rip.
But you can still affect them. It just will be a lot less effective. Effectively, from most sources, being incorporeal, they take half damage.
Okay. Yeah, because it's still magic, but it's just not.
Certain things like positive energy do not do a half damage because they're direct attack on their existence. AK Zardris is really good against them more than anybody else.
I'm trying to think of anything that that might be useful.
I mean, Zardris and Ivona could roll knowledge checks at this point in time.
What?
For religion?
Religion?
I'm
Yes.
not very good at that, but here you go.
Why is the cleric the one who's not very good at religion?
Because religion's a
Because
game
I
skill.
don't get enough skill ranks.
Oh.
That's fair, actually.
Okay,
Also,
so
I have
you know
7
these are
intelligence.
Hola.
Hmm.
They're horrible undead whose claws make terrible, terrible wounds that continue to bleed.
Sounds like we should kill them.
You also realize that if you realize one of their weaknesses is the very bottles that spawn.
Oh.
Those that possess the bottles could attempt to control them, and the bottles aren't easy to destroy, but if you destroy them, it could weaken them temporarily. Too.
Neat.
They aren't just like a simple like glass bottle. They're probably, honestly speaking, probably could be smashed by one of you, with a good hit. But
It'll get an attack of opportunity, but I'm moving back.
Can it withstand an adamantine Allosaurus?
I think 28 will touch you. So 23 damage, and you'll be bleeding, and take 3 bleed damage.
Hold on. Well,
so terrible.
My damage reduction would take 3 off that, right?
Oh, we'll worry about that. But there's something else.
Yeah,
to worry about,
yeah.
but
We'll do
I just
that
remembered.
right.
Yeah, you're okay. Yeah.
Okay.
There was something. Yeah. So, so you have a bleed. You wouldn't take that damage now. Sorry.
Yeah, not the bleed, but
yeah. But so at the beginning of your turn, you.
yeah, so it'd be 20 damage.
23.
It would be 20.
Oh, with your -3, yeah.
Yeah, and then my bladed barrier, 5 of that will be non-lethal.
I think they just do. Let me just check. Yes, they just do physical damage, even though they're incorporeal, because they're like cursed claws.
And
so, yeah.
I am going to then cast Ray of Enfeeblement. See if it actually affects them.
They would. Okay, I will tell you. You've learned. They would be immune to enfeeblement. Undead would. Yes. You've done it. You've learned it here already.
I
that
did
was something
do
you
it
did.
before.
Could haste yourself and your friends.
Yeah, I could haste. Anything? Nope, that's pretty much it. Because the gloom blind bolts would heal them, but possibly blind them.
Choices. I mean,
I guess I'll haste everyone.
always nice.
Cool.
What's the range of
Click
haste?
that haste button.
25.
Avona would
plus
not be
5
hasted.
feet per 2 levels.
But they have to be a certain range.
Oh,
like within you.
there's no point in hasting me. Don't worry about it.
So everybody's hasted, but
Thumbs up.
Okay.
Thank you.
Ada.
What? Okay. Well, I might as well just beat the shit out of this one.
We're going all offensive.
Wait, wouldn't I have gotten an attack of opportunity when it closed in?
You were still in the surprise or the beginning round. so you hadn't acted.
True.
So
You are correct. I forgot about that.
Yes. There is an ability that allows you to do that, and I don't think you have that.
No, I do not.
So.
My sandals would have allowed it.
Yes.
Pow.
Alright.
Green, by the way.
Yep. So the 25 and 29 would hit. The other ones would miss. I must do calculations.
We're incorporeal.
Yes, so they will take half damage from everything, but the different sources would be half separate.
Also, let me do my Undead Bane. So
that
you
would
said
apply.
I hit twice?
Yeah, hit twice.
So 4d6.
The Undead Bane would not be halved.
Also, if it can be grabbed, it's grabbed.
I don't think it can be grabbed because it's incorporeal. I'm pretty sure.
Stop trying to grab ghosts.
Is that what they're calling it these days?
No.
I mean, you just do your thing. I'll look it up for you. It won't matter till next round anyway.
Yeah. Anyway, I have to calculate it. It has no physical body. I don't think you can grab it. It doesn't have a physical body. I'm just gonna say that. I'm pretty sure they talk about it somewhere, but I'm not gonna bother. Anyway,
yep.
yes.
I mean, that's why I said you
12,
do your
12 plus
thing.
2 is 14, and 5 plus 2 is another 7, so 21 would be the damage dealt to. 21 plus 17, so 38. Sorry. So that puts us at that number there. Okay. Avona.
I need all three of them to make me a reflex save, please.
Okay. There's...
Also, this one takes 2d4 fire damage.
No,
it does.
it went up and around.
Well, no, he's within
No,
10
it's
feet
within
of
the
the
10
fire.
feet now. Yes.
Oh yeah.
Alright.
It would just take the 2d4 though, because it's doubled and
here's-
halved.
3, 5.
It'll take 3. It'll be 3 less health it has, you know? Anyway, let me roll. Let me click for green, red, blue. Wow.
Damn. Green, and red. To make it on the dot. It's kind of impressive anyways in casting Chain Lightning.
That was their Christmas gift to themselves.
Okay.
It's set up to roll in there.
Is it the top one or the bottom one? I can never
So
remember.
I use the bottom one because it's where my eyes go first is the big text block rather than the top of the spell.
That's fine.
And if they save, it's half.
That is not the correct number. There's a lot more. Oh, I'm sorry. So actually, I have to do more math because that was half and half.
It's something.
Quarter damage.
It's
That
something.
one-
They're probably
That one
evasion.
fails, so it does take half. They do not have evasion.
Hey, it's some form of damage.
Yes. It
That's
is half because of
pretty
the
high
corporeal,
damage too.
but it will.
Yeah.
So.
Incorporeal things just suck.
Yeah.
Someone should go blow them up with some channels.
Anyway.
That's my turn.
Okay. I'll have to count here a little bit. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I'll do it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay. Blue's gonna go into the ground.
Oh, okay.
Oh, Ada, when you attacked, did you ever think
Neat.
you were hasted?
Okay, incorporeal cannot be grappled. Okay, what?
Yeah. Did you do your haste?
I did not. No.
You go ahead and hit your other attack, then you would have gotten.
But yes, they cannot be grappled.
Anyway, it's popping up
I'll look
over
it for
here.
you.
Mother.
It's gonna come out of the ground there.
Nah, miss. Oh no, 23.
23 will hit. Actually, roll your 2d6.
Add
11.
your other.
It's 20 damage.
Yeah.
And my other what?
Never mind. That's what it was.
I'm sure I did my math correctly. 1, 2, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay. It will move there, and it's gonna touch, since you're already bleeding, Khandes, it's gonna touch Ronnie. So Ronnie, what's your touch AC?
It's not gonna be a lot.
It might keep getting hurt.
So 27 as
Yeah,
it slashes into you and
yeah.
begin to bleed.
This is definitely a hit. So it's 27 and 1 bleed damage.
I get an
Not
attack
a
of
fan.
opportunity since he hurt an ally near me.
You do! Okay.
So I'm gonna release the hammer and pop out the scythe.
Uh-huh. Can you do that as part of an attack? Is it a free action?
I think it's a free action. Let me double check.
Check if it
not,
is,
I'll have
because
to do
if it's a
claw.
swift action, you can't, but if it's a free action, you could.
Let me see.
I could not remember for the gloves.
Yeah, I gotta. Where are they?
Oh, whoops. Dang it. Oh well. I'm gonna have to live with that consequence. I forgot to fight defensively.
Oh, and of
Forgot to
course
click
I
the
didn't
button.
put the damn. I didn't put it in notes. Give me 1 moment.
What's the gloves called? I can just...
Glove of Storing. I can look it up real quick too.
I can spell it correctly.
It's just Glove of Storing, not gloves.
You only
It's
have
one
one
glove.
glove of storing?
You only have one glove. That's
The
still...
left glove or the right glove?
Right, because I'm righty.
It's a free action. Go ahead.
Yay! Okay,
Yeah,
so
it does say it is a free action, so I will allow you because free actions can be done sometimes on your turn. So it's sort of like you quickly react and use the magic of it to pull out the scythe and strike at the thing. You would hit it with a 36.
And I gotta give me 1 second. I have to click something because it had the elemental damage there, and I don't do the elemental damage right
Mm-hmm. Alright.
now. Ooh,
This 27's a good roll. So you certainly strike into it and do some of its matter away. We'll mark it off. Okay. It's done its turn. Ronnie, I will roll this d4, and I will need you to make me a fort save. You'll take 2 damage, and then a fort save.
Oh yeah, when my turn passed, would I de-increment the fear, or is that on his turn? It
Oh,
de-increments?
bleed.
You have
What? Why 2 damage?
active. So yes.
Bleeding.
Oh, I thought
Okay.
Marnie wasn't hit.
And it's at the
okay.
end, right?
Yes, you're okay. Yes, I have. Oh,
I'm down.
did you
to 2.
de-increment? Because I marked you. Yeah, I marked
I
you down to 2.
can. Okay.
And Ronnie goes down to 1 also. Then.
Yeah, I don't have. Oh, where's the? I don't know how to de-increment, so I don't know.
I have it marked on your token. I'm keeping track of it. So
Okay.
It's okay. So Ronnie, you bleed a little bit, but you're relatively all right. You feel as though you're holding back as like the wounds, like you're like just flexing your muscles to keep the wounds from like really bleeding horribly. You feel as though like it's just like some kind of force is trying to tear the blood out of your body.
It's pretty messed
I
up.
hate that. So I'm going to go ahead and use a swift action to enchant my weapons with Ghost Touch as part
Good
of my
call.
sacred weapon ability there.
Very good call.
Um,
Yeah.
Could I have had a fort save or no?
You
and
got
so-
the bleed during your turn. It's at the
Ah.
beginning of the turn you actually take the bleed damage.
Oh, okay. So
Yes.
you get that. You get it then.
Yes.
Okay, that's what I was like. Huh?
These attacks are Ghost Touched.
Okay.
You also have a haste attack too.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
So those will all hit.
Nice.
Alright, and so that last one does... Just do the first damage. Alright,
Yep.
so...
Okay.
Also
16. And then, hold on, I do have a shield attack. This is not Ghost Touched. So I can make it Ghost Touched, but I don't have a swift action to do it this turn.
Yes.
So that is a 23 to hit. I don't think does it, right?
23 will hit. So,
Oh, it does, but it's 12 damage, but it's magical, not Ghost Touch though.
Yeah. So
Yes.
it's 6.
And, I'm just adding some numbers together. Alright, that's a pretty good strike of attacks. Alright.
my
It's
turn.
still up, but you could tell that you were impacting into its essence and doing some actual serious damage to it. So it's certainly... Retract extensions. Zardris.
Sorry, I had a really nasty burp. Does haste just give you an extra attack as a full round action?
Yes. It also gives you extra move and +1
Well, the
AC,
move won't
+1
matter.
defense. Yeah.
I move here, and I need will saves from all the creatures because they're all within 30 feet of me.
Okay. Alright.
I
What
did
is your...
my DC wrong? It's 18.
Okay. So it's normally 18. The Unhallowed would return it to 14 for them. I think.
And if they have bonuses to channel or whatever...
That they would. That goes away.
Yeah.
But they have a general...
Well...
Well, they all roll very well. Roll your damage still. It won't be halved. I mean, saving will have it, but the normal damage will have. Alright. So, boom. Boom. And they all take some damage. Alright. Let's see here. Oops. Well, honestly speaking, they really, really, really hate Ronnie. For
no.
very obvious reasons. So this guy's just gonna float through the wall and take the 2d6.
I got her double damage.
I think that they should wait one more turn so I could go touch my heart. And then maybe we could revisit this next time.
Roll your 2d6 plus level. 19? Okay, so 19
Plus-
damage. So...
Being on
Alright.
dev.
Actually, wait. I have a question. I ghost touch my armor. My armor also has the wild enchantment. Does that mean it would apply in my wild shape?
Yeah.
It would apply.
Good to know.
Yes. I'm gonna touch this button here.
Don't
I
touch me, no.
What's your touch AC?
It's 18.
Then you will be missed with a 16. Oh, actually, wait, no.
See, they misread that.
It's flanking you!
Oh, no. This is a horse shit.
What a shitty game.
27 damage.
Police.
27
Oh.
damage. And
I stuck
come
my
on.
sight back in and hit it with my hammer.
You had to drop your hammer to do that, didn't you?
No. I dropped my one hand off my hammer.
Can you
'cause the
one-hand a
sight's
scythe?
one-handed.
No,
Yeah.
it's two-handed.
I thought.
It's a two-handed weapon.
Oh,
yeah,
shit.
science are two-handed.
Shit. Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, goodness, y'all. I'm not
Damn
feeling
it.
too
So
good.
then I can't reach it.
Then you've got 2 wounds on you now.
There's
Count
not
them
much I
2.
can do to help you, unfortunately.
Ha ha ha. Anyway, this one is going to try to touch Ada, which you probably have a pretty good touchy AC. It's not flanking, though. But it's going to try to give you the good old... what's your touch AC anyway?
So I add my wild shape AC to it, or my breastplate AC to it.
You do add your breastplate to it, yes.
So that is 19 plus 6. It is 25, so it hits.
It was close, though.
It was.
So you'll take 26, and you will also be bleeding now. Khandes.
But that means Ada's no longer shaken, right?
Ada hasn't acted.
Oh, I thought you. Oh, I'm sorry. Ada.
On my
was thinking
turn, I
Ada
will not.
just acted.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Sorry.
on your turn. Like, you have 2 more turns of it, everybody else has
Oh,
one
I
more.
need to make a fort save, don't I?
You do have 1 wound, so you do have to make a fort save, and I have to roll a d4.
Mhm.
So it'll be 3 bleed.
Crap.
Alright! So, you will take, other than the 3 bleed, 2 con damage. as some of your blood, like, gushes from your body.
Lovely.
That one gets you.
Now, I'm not sure about this. I have to ask.
Uh-huh.
With my brain just died. A blade of barrier.
Yes.
Would that be changed into non-lethal?
The bleeding, no.
Okay.
Specifically, that's an extra damage effect.
Okay. Just making
yeah.
sure.
It's a good question. You can probably see, like, also the one that dealt you the wound. Some of that blood that just gushed out is like coming, like, coalescing on their claws, as if they're drawing it out to their claws to make them even more terrible again. Their blood claws.
Okay. Well, I am going to rage.
So does
Good
the
call.
fort save stop the bleeding, or
The fort save just stops the con damage.
Okay, but you have to have the bleeding stopped normally.
Yes. Which honestly just requires healing.
Yep, I mean I know. Yeah, I figured because
Yes.
it's like a heal check.
Heal check or healing wounds will get rid of the bleeds, and that. But until you do that, when you take the bleed damage, you also have to make a fort save or take con damage. They got like a super bleed. That's their like one claim to fame. Alright, so you're raging.
Yeah, give me a second because
yeah,
I'm
yeah.
putting my points out, which for right now I will put 2 temporary. I can buff my con.
What you talking about? Your constitution's fine. It's at an
No,
appropriate number.
I don't have the effects for it right this second. And I guess I'll full sight attack.
Alright. Alright, those would all hit.
And haste attack.
Oh yeah, and
Haste.
a haste, yeah.
I'm going to tell you, the haste attack won't matter. You will manage to defeat it with your strikes.
Okay.
It'll kind of explode in what looks like kind of blood kind of splashing out, but as the blood splashes everywhere, it'll kind of like fizzle and disappear into nothingness. So it'll kind of be gross as you'll be hit with like blood, but it'll also then kind of just disappear and be kind of weird. Gross.
Sick.
Oh, you're no longer flanked, Roddy.
Yay!
I'm gonna 5-foot step up here and give flanking to the skeleton monster.
I mean, I can take a 5-foot step back and do that.
Avona. I mean, Ada.
Ada.
Yeah, it's not my
Sorry,
turn yet.
I forgot that I hadn't.
Uh,
Whatever. Brain. work,
Okay,
good.
do I
I'm
fort
down
save?
to
Fort,
1
fort
then.
save?
You do have to give me a fort save, and I have to roll a d4.
Oh my gosh!
Well, someone else takes 2 con and 4 bleed damage.
Yeah.
Wow.
Okay.
Double ones.
ones.
Yeah.
Wow.
Okay.
Just because we're from the same clan doesn't mean you have to make the same save.
Anyway,
Green enjoys your blood. He doesn't get anything for his blood mechanically, but he enjoys taking some of your blood and making his claws better. Mechanically, it doesn't do anything.
Hey, if you're not using that blood, I'll take it.
That's not magical.
Feeling a little hungry,
He's a little peckish. All this spell casting and horrible blood monster fighting, he's
Yeah.
giving you an appetite.
Feeling a little hungry.
The plan, Allosaurus.
sorry, I'm just trying to figure out why it's not letting me do a minus. There we go. No, yeah, it's not letting me put a minus onto my con. Oh well, I'll figure that out in a second.
Yeah, that happens. It's if you have macros that change your stats, it doesn't allow you to put things in.
Yeah, I do know about that, but anyway, I'll figure that out in a second.
It is.
I'll just make a macro for it. So
That's probably okay.
that'll just
Make a
take
macro
second,
for my
so-
macro that macros my macro.
Madness of it all.
Okay. Kerpow. Green still, and then I'll switch to other one when that happens also.
Okay, green. We have. You get your haste attack too. Remember?
Yep, I was just. I have to copy it from another sheet, so that's why it takes a second.
Yep. Okay, so we have 3 hits. And we mark off. So you can roll your.
66.
Yeah. Okay. I'm just seeing here. Okay. Then you will defeat it with your last strike.
Well, 1 to go.
Then you're shaken. Goes down to 1. I marked it right. No, I didn't. Your shaken goes away.
Yeah,
Yeah,
my
my
shaken
shaken
needs to go down to 1.
Yeah, I put it down to 1. Avona, 1 remains. I guess roll 2d6 plus 13 is yes. Anyway, you take that damage.
Sweet. I killed one.
What do you want to do, Avona?
I'm gonna read my
Make it
spells.
die.
I don't know if I can do that.
It's technically already dead.
Make it die harder.
Make it live.
Shockingly,
want
it's
that.
really hard to kill incorporeal things.
Yeah, kind of is a problem.
Don't-
Weird, I
don't-
know.
Don't you have a wand of magic missile?
Yeah, but I've only got 13 charges on that, and I need to save those for bosses.
For
There was a
enchanting
meta
just
magic
one.
ghost touch wand too that was floating around.
I don't know where that's at. Nor do I know what that increases my spell level by.
Nothing, because the meta magic wand, a meta magic rod.
I
think
guess I
storage
could.
Charges.
It's
He has 3 charges per day that is free.
Um,
I'm just gonna sigh deeply and motorcycle asshole out of her screen.
Yeah.
Anyway.
I'm gonna cast a thing at him. Am I in range to do that? Yeah, it might be.
55.
I think that is in range, kind of.
We can also move forward too.
Walking takes energy.
You can 5-foot step with 0 energy.
Blap.
That will touch it.
Are
Alright.
you disrupting him?
Blap. Here you go.
Alright. It will be disrupted.
That's my turn.
Alright. Ronnie! I need 2 fort saves from you.
Uh-oh.
Oh, Lord.
You're gonna Godspeed.
And you'll take, 3 damage from the bleeds, from your 2 wounds that is dealt.
I'm gonna poke all 3 of you with a wand.
So
would be
that'll be
helpful.
4
Yeah.
con damage that you'll take. Ow.
Oh,
Ow.
no.
It's very
Oh.
happy about your delighted pain and suffering. It seems quite
I
ecstatic
just
about
want
this.
to take a 5-foot step back.
Attack it, then take a 5-foot step back.
Oh yeah.
Mhm.
I mean, you're gonna kill it on your turn, so.
I mean,
Yeah,
there's a
you
very good
could.
chance.
Oh, that
you
is
have
true
Ghost
too.
Touch.
Yeah, because if you do all-out attack, you might just kill it.
You can
Yeah,
still 5-foot
fuck.
step with a full round.
I'm at 11 health. Let's
Yeah.
be real with each other.
Oh, you can
so.
still you can still full round and then take a 5-foot. So.
Alright.
Haste attack.
Got a
Yeah,
haste
haste
in there.
attack. Mhm.
Nice.
And that'll hit. Okay, so I'm damage for that
First
one.
damage. Oh, that's not. Ignore the crit. Ignore the crit damage. That was.
Yes.
That's,
Just click on the damage and it'll just roll damage.
yeah, I think it was just because there's 2 dice. There's a D6 and a D10, so I have to click them separate. So this is not an easy way of doing it.
Okay.
Understandable.
So it's just probably 17 on the second one. The last one, I mean.
Jeez.
Alright, it'll still be up.
I mean, hold on. I have an attack with my shield.
Oh yeah, that's true. 25 will hit, so another bit of damage.
And I do get to bolt attacks this time. So does the second one attack a hit?
The second one will not hit.
Then you can take a 5-foot step back.
But I assume you also ghost touched your shield this turn, or did you not?
No. Oh yeah, I have my swift action. Is this swift action a 5-foot step?
No,
it's
you
move
just do
action,
that.
right?
That's a move action.
So,
But
then
I think you
will use
also
that.
have healing for yourself, don't you, technically?
Yes,
That's
but it's not a swift action.
Ah, okay.
Oh, you can
so-
swift your shield, and so it actually takes the full.
Yeah,
10.
I'm gonna do the shield, so
Okay.
I can add that to my my touch attack as well, my touch AC as well. And so yeah, that's gonna be I'm the 5-foot step away as well.
Okay, Zardris.
You don't step into the fire.
Yeah, go into the fire.
Yeah, I'm gonna go in here real quick.
Can you finish it, Zardis?
I'm gonna cast a spell.
Okay.
Ronnie, heal 130 hit points.
Oh boy, that feels good.
You're no longer bleeding, also.
Yeah.
That's a good
That
call,
feels-
because this thing is very murdering, was going to take a step and try to kill more.
Not like Ronnie.
That
But
is
Ghost Touch is like anathema to it, and it
Hey,
really
he
hates
moved
that.
in the fire
Well,
wall.
he technically has passed through it.
He's already in the fire. He
That's-
can't be in the
Moved.
fire.
This
Moved
does
into the fire.
technically
Fine.
count as passing through it.
He'll
There you go.
just move out of the fire.
There
There
you
you
go.
go. Just move out of the fire. He's a 5-foot step. I'm trying to murder Ronnie. Anyway, probably not, though.
He also
Karate will
gets
take-
attack of opportunity from moving next to
you don't
Khandes.
have to do that. The
Well, he'll
third
curve
one
attack of
hits,
opportunity.
so-
Well, not from moving, but from
I think he
From-
technically
He
that
moved
way.
here, and then
well, that's a
he-
5-foot step. It doesn't
He-
incur
he
attack of
meant-
opportunity.
5-foot
meant to do that.
diagonal. Yeah.
Yeah. You took the diagonal.
You
But
changed
Khandes
how
still
you
gets...
moved.
Khandes, I know, because the
But
the
I'll
fire
still
stuff.
get an
whatever.
attack of opportunity.
Yeah,
You do
because
still get
I
attack of
already hurt
opportunity.
him.
So yes, Ronnie's bleeding again and slashed, but was a lot healthier for a second. Khandes still gets a strike.
So give me a sec. Let's...
Mhm. That will hit.
Oh my Jesus!
Thank
So-
God.
Okay, it is dead. You will do, with even your half damage, more than its hit points, which was, so it
Thank
had
you.
less than 30 hit
Hurting
points.
Ronnie!
Thought I would have had to
Alright.
break out the wand of magic.
So,
valuable.
Khandes!
Oh boy, I was real nervous.
Khandes, you still have to give me a fort save.
Oh, yeah, we're still in initiative.
I'm gonna keep it until you're all no longer bleeding to death.
Well, that's.
Luckily, Oh my god!
I think we have to go back and sleep, guys.
Yeah, we're just done with the dungeon
Alright, this
today.
expedition is done for the day.
I feel like it's rain almost. I'm down for a con still, but
Bruh,
What?
this is sad.
I guess I'm gonna also click this D4.
I
Also
don't
for
think you really. Jesus.
There we
It's-
go. I broke the curse. I broke the curse. Don't worry. I broke the curse.
I mean, are either of you doing anything to stop the bleeding?
I mean,
if we're
oh,
going in turn order,
well,
I'm just gonna-
wait.
turn
Oh,
comes up,
on my
I'm gonna-
on my turn, I will just cast.
3
I'm gonna cast
Oh,
Infernal
so fast.
Healing.
Yeah.
So I heal 1 point. And
Well, technically
I
speaking,
regenerate
you
that.
you would heal that right before you take the bleed damage, so
Yes.
it's technically still there
I
for a
know.
minute, but yes.
But
I can
I
also
also
mask
no
cure
longer
light.
bleeding now.
I guess Avona is not really doing anything to heal.
Oh,
but-
also
Wow,
on
how
my
you
turn,
heal
I
both.
turn. Also on my turn, I'm gonna turn back to human.
Ronnie, you will
or
have to make
dragon.
normal stuff. Ronnie, you will have to make me another fort save because you got
I
on a
will
bleeding wound from the other
unrage.
guy.
I got
so-
no, I got the heal from
it
from,
gave you
I
after
did
you
it.
got healed. After you got healed, you got struck again.
Oh, okay. Well, can I cure? I'll take this. Hold on. Let me fort save, and then can I cure myself?
Okay. Yes, you can, and you wouldn't have taken the con damage for that one. Alright,
Good.
so
So
I'm-
I'm gonna
I'm-
spontaneously use one of my level 2 spells to cure moderate myself. Actually, no, because I just got healed a shitload. I'm gonna use a level 1 to just cure light, and then I say, is anybody else want any healing?
I'm
Well,
gonna
I mean,
pull
like-
out the wand and poke the injured people at least one
Well, I'm
time.
no longer injured.
Yeah.
I literally walked up to you so you could poke me.
Injured
It's like,
lizard creature.
my blood! Please stop my blood from leaving me!
I mean, if we have some lesser restorations, I'll take that.
No, we do not.
We don't.
Yeah, no. Actually, you know what?
Don't we
I
have
also could have just drunk a potion on my turn. That would have been smart.
You did
No,
at one
shifting's an
point have
action,
lesser
never
rest.
mind.
Yeah, you did have at one point lesser restoration stuff.
It's
I don't know if
gone.
you
It's not on my sheet, so I think we used it all.
could have used it all. Alright.
I know
So
we broke. I know we used up one wand like 2 sessions ago.
That was a healing.
We
one.
have
we used
4
to-
potions of lesser restoration in the group loot.
You start chugging them. Gulp, gulp.
But
I mean-
lesser, we need greater.
No, lesser, this is damage, not drain.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
But it only does heal 1d4, so you'd have to roll.
Gulp, gulp.
I'm gonna drink one of them.
I'll let you. I mean, I'm only down 2, or down 2, which is 13 HP, which isn't the worst.
Yes, Khandes and Ronnie are both down 4.
Yeah. So I'll let them. Drink the potions.
I mean, if you wanted to, you could go retrieve a couple of 3 bottles that
I
once held
gained
undead.
4,
Good roll. You're back to full then.
so I only needed 1.
I will actually be collecting those bottles.
Certainly speaking, they don't really have a lot left of them now, because the creatures
Yeah.
that were bound to them are gone. But
Don't
you can see
drink
that
the
the
evil blood.
the bottles were originally basically they're a type of undead that are created within the bottles.
I'm gonna stash the
Oh.
bottles away for disposal
Yeah.
later.
Yeah.
I just marked it down. I just marked lesser
Okay.
restoration down. So
Okay.
Basically-
Ronnie, drink one.
I'll just let you know. Effectively, what they are, they're the spirits of murderers that have been bound to the bottles.
Oh, he's
So- You know, they're basically necromantic assassins.
I think that's funny. I rolled horrible for my saves, but then I regained all of what I lost back.
Hey.
Good. Make up. Those were hilarious that it was 2 1s in a row. I'm not gonna lie.
Right? Yeah. No, I agree. That was.
The triple 1s from you people for those.
Yeah. For the saves. Yeah. He rolled a 1. I rolled a 1. He rolled another 1.
Yeah, it's like
Um,
I get plus 16.
I have plus 15.
It's
Why
my
don't
best
we-
save.
Why don't we take our break right now? It's a good spot to do it, and then we can figure out Ronnie if they're using any less restoration, if Ada is, what your next plan is, and we can get back to this then. You have cleared out the horrible undead trap that someone had laid in that room. Thumbs
The only
up.
trap in this whole place.
It did.
Mundane trap.
I think it really is the only mundane trap that's really in this place. Not gonna lie. Anyway, so if anybody needs a snack, drink, bathroom break, go ahead and take them, and we'll back in a little bit.
Hey,
Let's just go back here. Alright, so yes, other than hit points, you're okay. So the discussion is whether or not you're going to dive into here a little bit more. That's up to you. Certainly speaking, those guys were much tougher of a battle than you had encountered.
I mean, I
I think
took
also
the brunt of the damage.
I think
Mhm.
part of it is if we cut and run here, do we level or not? Is the problem.
I think I would want you to do a little bit more before you level, technically.
Oh, we
'cause it
could
should be kind of
do-
like...
We could do these 3 rooms,
Yeah, I mean
I
we can
also
finish
wanna-
off
And
the
then
rooms
decide.
here.
I
right?
still want to pump up on this courtroom just so we have awareness.
Yeah, we should probably poke what's in here too.
If you want, the person with the high stealth score can open it stealthily.
Okay.
Oh, that's true. There's a stealthy door option.
Alright.
Let me switch my thing so I have my penalties again.
I'll blap you with, like, I don't know, 3 wand hits or something.
Wait, why is my
That's
stealth?
an Ada,
Oh, I have
by the
to
way.
turn huge off.
Ada,
Why is my
you would
stealth
have-
so low?
Yeah, you would have healed a bunch of hit points then.
I assume you need at least that many.
Yes. How many? Okay, 13, 15.
I'm down a little less than 20.
You want a wand
I'm
move?
down. I'm down like half.
Well,
Alright, I got
that
it.
would have been 28 plus 18, which would have been 46 hit points that you would have gained with those 3 long presses.
Excellent minus. That was my mistake. Wait, what did I do? Hold on. I did a minus something. Oh, I know what I did.
I'll poke you, Khandes.
Okay.
Heal 12.
Okay, there we go. That's what I.
Khandes has been poked.
Okay, I'm only down 5, so I'm fine.
Stupid squeaky chair.
Squeaky chair, squeaky chair.
It's
So
like
Ada,
some
you
oil.
are
One more poke would be preferred.
9 more.
That's good enough. I'm down 10, but that's fine.
Okay. Everybody's feeling good.
Oh wait, no,
alright.
that's actually, I think, what I can get up to because of the con damage. Never mind. That's
Yeah,
actually
'cause
cool.
you're minus 13.
So I guess roll your stealth check if you're stealthily opening these double doors. Do the area and then.
I will roll my stuff. Ciao.
You could check. Okay. I will reveal the area.
There's a weird black void.
I hadn't done it. Alright. This indeed does seem to be some sort of large courtyard. A large one that gives the inside view of the castle's looming walls and towers. A chill breeze whips through the courtyard, carrying a few dried leaves from scraggy scrub bushes that grow fitfully at the yard's edge. A broad stone-brimmed well stands at the western edge, though the stone lip is crumbling and collapsed in places. Thick patches of vegetation grow in and around this well. Despite the apparent lack of soil to root within, to the north, stairs rise to a platform 15 feet above the courtyard. Atop it, a black double doors provides entry into the castle's donjon. A double door to the east stands open, creaking on its hinges, as if left open by someone leaving in a hurry. Bent, rusted, and in some cases partially broken spikes protrude from the walls in the courtyard here and there. Holes in the hardened packed soil hint at a long since missing structures of holes that once stood within. So, yeah. So, effectively, the dark doors are up here. This is left slightly open.
Which one?
These doors over here are left slightly
Okay, the very north one. Okay.
open. And, that... Oh, I think there's a little bit to reveal.
Didn't want a box.
There's a door down here. So there's a couple other doors. These doors here. This door's another door, but it's closed over here, just noting. Yeah, that's fine. And there's a door to this tower.
Okay. Well,
Go.
I think we should clear out the area back here first.
Yeah, I think
Before
the
we go
room
into
that
the
we
courtyard.
were just at, we should.
Since this seems to be the final area of a, well, let's just say a very complete section. Unless it moves more up here, which it might, but...
Yeah.
Okay.
Zardris, do you want to listen in here and see if you hear anything behind these doors?
Yeah, sure. I'll stand in this room and hit this button. It's a 59.
Okay. Where are you at? You're standing over there and listening. Okay, let me just check if you would hear any noise. That's a pretty good one.
Yeah, let me check if you automatically succeed.
I can't roll any higher than that. There is penalties for range, but not really a lot.
I mean, you could stand, like, right here.
No.
Okay. You do kind of hear... Probably would hear something with a 59, I'm going to say. Again, it's very faint, but you hear breathing in this room over from this direction.
The room is breathing. Be careful.
Also, Zardris,
Not like the room is breathing, like something in the room is actually
I
breathing.
said the room is breathing.
That's well, in a haunted place. that
Zardris
sounds
said
like
what Zardris said.
Also, Zardis, you need to get 10 more perception.
I need it.
It's possible.
Anyway.
Just give me a lot more wisdom.
Yeah. Be more wise.
Well, should we check the breathing room first?
Yeah, the room that's breathing, that seems like a bad room.
Hold on, let me get behind you.
Mhm.
Okay.
I'll open this door up. Bam. Okay. So,
7. Is it going to eat us? Are we
innumerable
fine?
bags of netting hang from the walls in this dismal room, holding bottles, clay jars, dried plants, desiccated bits of animal, and similar things. Tattered, gauzy curtains have been strung throughout, creating a kind of diaphanous maze. The whole place is choked with a dank-smelling smoke that is issuing forth from a pitted iron brazier set in the center of the room.
Should have called this room 420.
Diaphanous, characterized by such
Please,
finesse of
let me go!
texture as to permit seeing through.
Who's
Please.
talking?
I beg you.
Extremely delicate. Anyway, do we see
It seems to be
anything?
coming from deeper in the room. Again, there's a lot of curtains and stuff hanging up, so you
I
can't
step
really, like...
over here and I say, don't go anywhere. And I cast Fireball into the room.
Wait,
What?
There you go, there's Fireball.
You're just fireballing the room, actually?
Yeah.
Oh god.
there could be someone in there.
No,
I didn't
that's
say
not.
you
Why
gotta
would there
cast
be
it.
a person in there?
This is an undead, horrible abomination.
Why would you kill me now after I've been your prisoner for so long?
Honestly, I think you made a good choice in that.
Oh my! It could have
Monster!
You might
I
not
don't
enter the
know if
room.
there's any
It could
good
have been an
spirits
orc that got
here.
trapped in here.
It also could have been a
I have to
good
check hit
spirit.
points. Honestly, I have to check hit points and saves and stuff.
I mean, honestly, like, no, I kind of respect the decision to fireball the room.
We're in a horrible dungeon.
It's a
of
dungeon.
undead. There's
why would
no
there-
alive creatures in here.
there are, in fact, alive creatures in here.
Well,
it's
too
dead
late
now.
now.
Yeah.
Oh my god!
I mean, I respect it.
I don't.
Fine. I think Sarenrae would be okay with this decision.
I mean, I'm in a horrible undead abomination place. Why would I just assume that everyone is here is cool and chill?
Can you please... I need you to roll me something, though, first, because I didn't check something. You need to roll me a d20.
A D20? Sure, I can roll a D20.
Yeah.
That's a 17.
Pretty good roll.
Okay. It hurts so much!
I rush in.
You see, held up in one of these
Um.
nets, seems to be a bound halfling,
Hey, he's
who is a
got
prisoner in here.
Well,
I
if
pat-
he's still
Pat
bound,
Zardris on the
technically-
shoulder. You know, I think I would have made the same decision.
I quickly let I
rush
run up
Jose.
and let them
I
down.
don't
I'm
know
so
if you
sorry.
should
Our
trust
friend,
a strange creature. I don't know if it's smart to trust a creature that's
There
here.
you go, halfling.
Well, the
Um,
pipe's lit.
Well, it doesn't really happen.
I'm glad.
It does light objects
Yeah.
that are unattended that
Uh-huh.
are burnable.
Mhm. She's in rags. She's battered. The nets kind of burn a little bit. She looks like she's got some like
Yeah,
kind
a
of
little bit
burns on
on
her a
fire.
little bit.
I
What
put
the
out
hell?
anything.
You're not the hag?
How did you get in here?
I was kidnapped by a hag. She drugged me here. She's been using me for my blood, some kind of rituals, keeping me
Blood,
alive.
blood, you
I
look-
give a
I
glare
look in the
back
room,
at the
blood, you
cleric.
say. What kind of blood? Why is she using your blood? Why is
don't
your
know.
blood special?
I don't know.
Yeah, smell your blood.
Effectively,
That's actually a good idea.
the evil witch that lives here, in this room, she got some kind of monster to kidnap me. I'm just an herbalist. I just was working in the woods near my home. Her servant handed me over. She comes back occasionally to torment me.
I look at this halfling with my detect magic eyes.
Sure. I have to detect magic. I don't know if you detect anything magic.
Does her story ring true based on my 25 cents motive?
I don't know off the top of my head.
And to throw more shit at you, is there anything invisible?
Nothing invisible. Her story does seem true, but she does seem panicked. Also a fireball.
Not surprising. She was just fireballed.
So it does seem true, but there might be like more to it that she's not saying her net. Like it's the core of it seems true, but there might be details she's not leaving out. Like
You might
that's
not
the kind
totally
of thing.
trust us since we just randomly fireballed her.
Well,
Yeah,
I'm going to try and I'm gonna try and tend to her wounds. I don't know how does a heal check work?
You roll a heal check. And this is DC.
21. What's the DC for just basic healing?
That would be fine. It's DC 20, Norm. 15 or 20, depending on the check. So either way.
Do I see anything on this woman with my magic eyes?
So you do detect something, I believe. I have to see what it is that's magical on her. So give me
Treat deadly wounds is 20.
God help this woman. If she's covered in illusion magic, she's dead. No mercy.
So
I don't
she
know what
heals
happened
her
to all you
She
guys
heals her
that,
level and hit points.
We're in an undead curse.
We're in a
that was
dungeon.
guarded by
Well-
orcs and a whole bunch of skeletons.
And you can't teleport in here. So
Yeah,
like
you
this
I'm
can't
not
is
tell
saying
us
that
in
we
or out of
we
here?
kiss everybody we meet,
Uh,
but maybe we
this
start with
is
the hey, how high are you before we
suspicious.
throw a fireball.
Anyway, she heals her hit dice and damage. As I tend to her wounds.
No, okay. I'm sorry. Do not. Did you detect anything magical on her? I'm just checking if this would be something that could be detected with magic that's going on with her. She
Are
has been
you-
used in horrible cursed rituals.
That's true.
The answer
Yeah.
would be no. So,
Anyway,
Khandes and
as-
Ada's, you do not sense anything from her.
How long have you been here?
I don't know. Maybe a few days, maybe more. It's hard to tell how long things goes when you're trapped in a room all day. She feeds me bugs and rats. She seems to enjoy them herself.
Do you know where she goes when she leaves you?
No. I don't know. I don't know much about this place at all. I do know that she's got some kind of crystal ball. If you can find it where she stashed it, you could maybe destroy it. Maybe make her easier to destroy. Aren't horrible witches tied to their crystal balls?
I think the first order of business is to get you out of this castle.
So we just trust random people we find in a horrible undead dungeon, no?
What do you mean
When
trust? We're not giving them our car keys.
Yeah, we're just taking them
I'm
out.
not giving them
It's
my
like-
horse. I just don't want them to die.
What if they're the hag? In disguise.
I mean, I considered that, but I'm also kind of just like, honestly, if you're fireballed, you would probably throw a ruse out the window in a second. The fact that she did nothing when fireballed, I think, if anything, proves her innocence to me even
She
more.
also survived the fireball.
She doesn't have to be, like, a helpless person. Like, 24, I think
48 fire damage.
Yeah, she's a little sus, in my opinion.
I mean... Yeah, I don't know. That doesn't bother me. I mean, someone like half our level could survive that. Look, we'll get you out of here. We have some friends outside. They should be able to take care of you. So what's your name?
Oh, sorry. My name is Alme.
Alme. And do you know where you are?
No, I was... When the creature grabbed me and took me to this nightmarish place, I could only assume it's some form of haunted, cursed place.
Are you familiar with Scarwall?
I may have heard of that name. I'm not sure. Do you think the witch is the queen of this place?
At worst, she's a lieutenant of the one who lives here.
There's greater evils here than the witch?
Yes.
Lots of evil is here. Well, at least was.
There's lots of greater and lesser evil.
Well, why are you here? Were you here to rescue me? Did my family send you? Did you come looking for me?
We're here to destroy the evil here.
Oh,
We came for our own reasons. However, rescuing you is definitely among those objectives. If you guys just outright murder her, I'm gonna be like so mad.
I said I was tempted to. I didn't say I was going to do it.
Okay.
I'll murder her after she betrays us, because she's
How
clearly
long
a
have
hag.
you been here?
again, I thought I said I don't know. Maybe a few days, maybe more.
In
It's
my
hard to tell
healing
when
of
you're
her,
here.
could I tell anything off about her?
Not really. She seemed
She
She seemed relatively uninjured.
I'm gonna look back at Avona and Zardris.
She
How
did
would
seem
she
like
have
she
gone
didn't
through
really
the
take a lot of
barrier?
hurt.
Okay.
That's what I'm saying, and you're just ignoring me.
I'm
No,
not
okay,
ignoring.
honestly-
I was
Reasonable.
listening.
Honestly, hearing it from Tantus means a lot more because I'm like, if they're a 7th level person, they could probably have survived that. You know, like
Yeah, but how did she get through the barrier?
And all
that's the other
guards.
thing I was thinking. That doesn't bother me if she was carried in by a hag, but yes, the barrier does bother me a
Hags
little
aren't
bit.
undead creatures normally.
There can be living
That-
creatures in this place as long as
Yeah,
they
we've already
either...
encountered a living
Yeah.
creature, technically.
Usually they're either let in by the lord of this, basically the ruler of this place kind of thing, or they are a creature that's not really affected by curses the same way, or,
Yeah, I know there are like
maybe
death hags and stuff
something like
as well.
something like a hag could make a deal with a creature like the thing here, honestly speaking.
Mhm.
Hags can make deals, not impossible. So one
Yeah.
could be here for a various reason and working for it.
Yeah, and I suspect if a hag has, and that's why my thought is if a hag has a deal to get in and out or some way of getting in and out, it would not surprise me that they would use that to bring someone in. I mean, this would be a very safe place to do whatever the heck you want. I mean, who's coming in here? If
But I will
like,
tell you,
have a deal?
certainly speaking, unless she's... There is something when you think about it that does ring a little odd, because again, like, she really wasn't injured much. Either
Yeah.
the fireball really didn't affect her, or maybe she could be like a rogue, maybe? She said she
I'm
was...
gonna click the sense motive button.
I got a
I mean,
25
I don't trust
earlier.
them, period, but...
mhm.
My trust level is pretty low right now.
let's take you outside. We're just about to head out to rest after we cleared.
Well, can they get out the barrier without being hurt?
Actually, that is a question. Like, we know that
I don't know. Have you found... Why aren't you looking for the witch's crystal ball?
Why are you so focused on this crystal ball? Why are you so focused on this crystal ball?
Maybe revenge. What was happened to me?
What do I know? What would I know about, like, changelings?
Probably...
Also, are there difference between Pathfinder 1e and Pathfinder 2e changelings?
Changelings are something that is definitely different between the two editions. Changelings is a variant heritage kind of thing. It's like
No, I know.
It's like
I know it is
in
2e.
2e.
But...
Yeah, they are just a
That's what
species in 1e, basically.
Okay. So never
children of hags.
They are the children of hags.
The spell that they told us not to cast in here was Detect Undead, right?
Yes.
Yes.
It might make you blind.
Yeah, I'm gonna do this instead.
Detect
Ooh,
evil.
that's a good one. Yeah, this is halfling evil.
The problem is, lawful evil will light up in this.
This is true. I will... Let me just check what it says. Presence or absence of evil. Okay. I'm just going to see if she will detect this.
Where do you live?
Varisia. Kind of farm community. Our people were original servants of the Cheliax that got free. She kind of look kind of side eye on that one. She is evil.
Oh, hey, well.
Again, doesn't detect if she's lawful evil, chaotic evil, or anything like that.
Still not a good person.
Not a good person, no. But again, like, that also pings on a lot of people that are in
Korvosa.
Yeah.
Like the thing.
But she's not from Korvosa? She said she was from somewhere else, right?
Varisia, which is the territory around Korvosa.
Yeah.
Yeah, Varisia, so... Honestly, that strikes me more a little odd, because... First off, this is quite a ways away from Varisia. But even then, like, the area that's closest in Varisia is, like, the Cinderlands.
That's still part of Varisia, though. But you would have to go to
but, like, you have to go even farther to go, like... to a civilized place.
She did say a creature took her over great distances.
Oh, okay. She did say great distances.
But
okay.
why would you specifically want this person?
Always a good question.
Someone like, I don't know, an orc that lives right outside.
Or one of my people.
Yeah.
Yeah, but... it's like... See, what's hard though is my character has definitely gotten sort of the is now like emotionally invested in protecting her.
You really shouldn't be.
Well, roleplay is fun. I actually am very.
She's a halfling, right?
Yes, halfling.
Okay, I'm gonna speak in halfling, which I know. As of the start of the session, when I picked it as a joke, I picked this as a joke, and it's somehow become relevant. What is your family's name? I will say in halfling. This bitch don't speak halfling. She's getting finger of death.
She will say in it's a very bad accent.
Very bad accent?
Yes, it's like, I'm sorry. Where I was, we did not speak our original language.
But does check out if she was a Chelaxian slave. That checks out. It's not, you know, she's not really lowering the sus.
No.
It was also very broken and not very good words, but it was a little bit of half.
The problem is, I don't see any way of vetting her easily. without like leaving her here, and that's just cruel if she is innocent.
I whisper to Zardris, what do we want to do here?
Do you know what the what? I'll actually say, what was the settlement you were from called?
Springwood.
We have a camp outside. How about you come with us? And we can look into getting you home.
If you're sure. You said I might not be able to leave, though. Are you confident I can?
Part of me hopes that you do all this work, that Ada does all this work to get her to the barrier, and then as soon as she touches, she just like disintegrates.
No, she's gonna stab you in the
Just
middle of the night.
explodes.
We're gonna have our sleep interrupted because she's gonna attack us in the middle of the night.
Man, God, like anyone who's in a dungeon is immediately like sus.
We'll take it slow. If you feel it, we'll approach it. We'll approach the barrier slowly. If you feel any discomfort, we'll turn around and find another way.
Maybe you should stay here for a moment as we check out the rooms near here. Make sure
Oh, okay.
nothing is going to come from behind.
I'll stay with her.
We should not split up.
I will
You'll
listen
be in
at
the next.
this door
You'll be just in the next room.
We should not split up.
with a 44.
You're just like,
No, I listen at the door.
oh, you listen at the door. I just like the idea of what's his name.
I mean, I'm doing that too, but
let me see. Which, that door over there.
This
You do
one.
not hear anything.
this door is not talking.
Do you want me to open?
Yeah, why don't you open that door?
Okay.
Well, maybe I'll stare at it for longer and see if there's any traps on it. Is there any traps on the door?
No.
Good call.
Worth haunted, actually.
I will reveal this one here, and I will tell you this appears to be an area that once held wine. Racks and walls here contain hundreds of bottles of wine. Most of them are broken. There could be perhaps a few still intact in here, but most are shattered glass on the floor.
Wine room.
I don't think any of that would taste very good.
No one's been rotating them. They're
These
probably vinegar.
These are not the ideal conditions for wine.
I'm gonna just
And
go.
who knows how
ahead
many
and-
ghosts have passed through them.
I'm gonna open this door and just check it.
It's like a small storage area. It's no
Trap.
longer
You
being
get hit by a spike.
Hit by
Small
a
storage
spike.
area, nothing in there.
Yeah, you hit by
Um,
Spike TV.
Other rooms are empty. Unless you want really old wine that probably has turned to vinegar.
So I'm trying to remember like what we were told about the barrier. Was it like you touch it and you die, or is it like the evil?
I think you just
builds
can't.
and,
You can't pass through it. I think
It's a thing that like you would basically like it's like you are being affected by it to pass through it, and you are under the purview of the thing that rules this place, basically, to a degree. Certainly speaking,
Fine.
you might be vulnerable to it, and its manipulations too.
the evil halfling can
Oh.
specifically
You-
pass through.
You also
weirdly
might
enough.
want to move the camera over a bit on the screen.
Oh, sorry. I moved around. I mean, evil things probably pass in here a lot easier than good
Wow,
things. I'm not gonna
she's
lie.
evil.
And she is evil.
She
we know
is
this
evil.
we know this as an irrefutable fact. She is some kind of evil.
Some kind of evil halfling who.
Evil
did
small
get horribly
person.
See,
burned by
but
a
you guys
fireball.
haven't conveyed that to me in any way, so I don't
I
know.
mean, I probably would have said it.
Mhm.
Did you?
Probably.
Be like she's evil.
To be fair, we come from a evil territory, anyways. So.
Yeah, But like, if she's a commoner, like commoners, I would think don't necessarily be
I think we've
evil.
established she's
She's
at least someone of skill, as she lived a fireball.
Yes. A commoner would have
So-
just died to a fireball. I'm not gonna lie.
There's a couple things here for my case of not freeing this idiot. Didn't die to fireball, is evil.
Also, that means she's powerful enough if she's a level 7 something and a slave.
Yeah, but I mean, like a hag.
She is getting her.
that used
She
to be
is
slaves.
allegedly getting her
She's not
blood sucked out of her.
herself a slave.
Just because you're good against a fireball might not mean you're good against mental things too.
Yeah, like a hag can still take out a level 7 rogue.
Pretty easily, I might add.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that's why I'm like, she may be a little bit more than she claims. That's kind of clear to me, but I also just don't think that she actually has any reason to lie about her story. There's literally like no reason in here. We found someone who's tied up in a fortress of undead creatures behind several layers of
Pretty
defenses.
sus.
It's very sus.
The best solution in my mind is that she
Finger
was
of
being
death.
protected by things. Finger of death. I'm not going to do that until I'm 100% sure she's a villain.
I mean,
I
I guess we could.
also might attack you if you just straight up did that. so.
I mean, you
guess
are
we
kind
could
of like
take her-
believing yourself.
We could take her back to camp, have friends keep eye on her.
If she can even pass through the barrier.
Well, if you're so worried about her, then
If you think it would be for the best, then I will follow you all.
Man, I'm wishing I would have prepared Arcane Lock right about now.
To lock her?
Because we could lock her in the room to keep her, lock her in a room for Ginger to keep her safe while we investigate further. But as it stands, I can't do that right now. Because why would I take Arcane Lock in an adventure pack?
Just get a wand of arcane lock.
Yeah. If you wish to bring this one along, I will not protest.
I mean, I think we've made good headway here. Might not
I
be
simply
bad to
would
stop and
exercise
rest.
caution of anyone you find in a place such as this.
I'm inclined to agree. But I feel like there's basically. Do you mind waiting here while we discuss this outside? We will not leave you.
Could I
For
be
very
in
long.
that room over there?
Which room do you want
Yes.
to be in?
The one with the tables?
Sure.
It's not the room where I've been in a net for days.
Yeah, you can go in that room if it's a little more comfortable.
Thank you. I assume you're then walking out into the hall.
Yeah, and then we'll go into the hall. Look,
She's gonna
I
be
just
gone when
don't-
you go back in that room.
oh, that would be
There's
so
that is a
horrible.
possibility. She is just gone.
Yeah.
All I'm saying is I don't trust a random person I find in a place full of undead, hag or not, even if there is a hag here.
We have people back at base. We bring her there. We have someone keep watch on her. I agree, it is suspicious.
We're not even sure if we can get her out safely. Their barrier might just kill her.
Well, then problem solved.
I'm inclined to agree with that line. It's like, honestly, I'd much rather make an attempt to save her, and if it... I mean, she'll die in this place eventually, if we just leave her. Well,
We're also
actually
trying to purge all the undead from this place and make it not cursed anymore.
And how long will that take? Are we gonna
few
kill
days.
this hag and just leave her here?
I mean, if we're gonna explore, we're gonna find this hag if she's here and kill her.
Yeah. But I feel like it's worth an effort to try and bring her out.
I think
have
it's
my
worth trying to bring her out.
I have my suspicions, and as I said, if you wish to attempt this, I won't stop you. My mission has nothing to do with this halfling.
Are you attempting to bring her out then and leave the place?
Yes, but as I said before, we'll take it slow. Also, on the way out, I'm going to maul the hell out of the suit of armor with my.
I will
adamantine claws.
sit there and bash the hell out of it with you.
Yeah, I'll be like,
yeah,
hold on
the
1
armor
second.
that we-
Yeah, he'll be back in like 4 days, so we do have time to get rid of him.
Yeah, and you
Yeah.
you have like I forget what we said to do to like maybe like disintegrate or something. Just do it.
Yeah, you said
Yeah,
disintegrate
yeah.
would work, but also
Disintegrate would be the
still, like,
easiest way to do it because it's
Yeah.
an object and it's technically
If
like
we're
unattended.
leaving the dungeon, I'll just blow it up with a disintegrate.
Alright.
Do you have mansion prepared, Ivona?
I do have mansion prepared.
Okay, because I'm not resting anywhere near that halfling we're taking
course.
out of here.
I'd rather rest in the mansion than a
Do you have
dingy
a
fort.
way of avoiding things that fly as you're getting to the entrance?
That's a really suspicious thing to ask us.
Well-
Why would you ask us that question?
That's because there are gargoyles, duh.
No. I didn't know how to describe it at first in my mind, the creature that brought me
In my
here.
brain.
But
Human brain. Halfling brain.
its
My
servant,
hag brain.
as I've stared at you more, I think it's like you, the thing that brought me to the hag. Pointing at Ada.
Okay.
I thought Hag brought you here.
No, a creature that seemed to be her servant, or maybe made a deal with her or something.
Whisper to Zardris, starting to get some holes in this story.
My god.
She did say that a creature brought her to the hag.
Yeah, she didn't.
I don't know
She did
much
say
about
dragon monster.
I don't know much about things like you, but you look in ways similar to it.
I am of draconic heritage. Perhaps it is.
Oh, I've heard stories, but never actually seen a dragon. Do you think
what
that's what
color
kidnapped
was
me?
Probably not a true
I
dragon,
certainly hope
as
not.
That would.
it? Was it blue, perhaps?
No,
Wearing a crown?
no. Maybe black, like the night.
Ada, have you been moonlighting as Hag helper?
No.
A little suspicious.
It makes
A
good
dragon
money.
creature.
No.
This-
The one person who wants to free the halfling is
Oh,
the
yeah,
one person
the-
who is...
He's a dragon creature. Hmm. It's so strange.
Should have
my
fireballed
evil-
Ada.
Hey, have you been in kidnapping halflings again?
Anyway, we should be fine. If something comes, I can always chase after them because I can fly too.
If
I have
you're
spells that
sure.
can perhaps deal with it.
We do have
believe
ways.
Ada can fly.
I can technically fly.
Yeah, there's a person with human-looking person with wings as well.
I also have the fly spell in my armor.
Imagine having the fly spell.
Alright, you will escort the halfling out.
Well, I'm watching
and
this halfling.
She seems to be fine with leaving.
Vicious.
Yeah.
Well, that means she's not undead, at least.
It does mean she's not undead.
That doesn't
As
mean
you did-
she's not evil, though.
It means she's not a hag.
Well, she is in fact evil. We know
Well, we
that.
know that's an irrefutable fact that she is evil.
As you get to the other side, though, she will kind of address you a little bit. If you would let me speak, maybe perhaps we could chat a little bit more now that we are outside of that place. Feels a little bit better to be not present.
What?
All
What
right.
does that mean?
Well, things there listen in.
Ah, Yes.
All the ghosts?
There are literally ghosts in the walls. We know this.
Yes, and you do seem very untrusting.
I couldn't possibly imagine why there would be any mistrust of finding someone in this place.
I honestly.
If you want more of the truth, will you not attack me?
Told you, we shouldn't have brought her out.
Are you a hag?
Yes.
I cast a
I
spell.
figured.
I think this is time for initiative, because I'm assuming she's prepared for it.
No. She
Oh.
doesn't seem to be attacking you.
Well, we can at least hear her out. We've done the effort of getting her out of here.
I originally came to this place, I'll stay in this form for now, to collect spirits. I deal in the multiplanar marketing.
Understandable.
Anyway,
A little fucked up, if you ask me.
well, there is a market for everything. Anyway,
You gotta fill the market, friend.
if anyone should, I at least can line my pockets. Look, I understand that you're, well, I can tell you're quite dangerous. Maybe even more dangerous than Malthro.
Were you in fact pretending to be captured, or were you all actually captured?
Pretending.
Of course.
Also, your spell didn't affect me at all. It was quite surprising to fireball the thing, but I understand your caution.
Justified.
I glare at.
I believe it's a kind of reasonable thing to do when you hear that kind of thing in a place
Oh,
like
help
this.
me! I'm trapped in this undead-filled dungeon that's cursed.
Well, I didn't expect you to come chatting with me to start out with. Honestly speaking, I'm here for one thing, and, well, maybe you can provide it more. My deals with Milfrond have been less than successful.
Nilthrondar?
Mithrondar. That's the leader of this place, if you will. Do you know what this controls this place?
Told what does. I would probably remember that as a vote, but the player doesn't.
Chain Spirit.
Yeah. A chain
Yeah.
spirit.
It goes by the
Wait.
name of Mithrodar.
I thought it was Manavarius.
No, that's a different individual. I don't know that name. And I guess you can call me by my true name. Malthus.
I refuse.
I would like one of the spirits. His ankles. I would take it away from this place. A powerful spirit like that would catch quite a price in the market. Granted, there are some that I would not wish to have, and I can give you information for this trade. I know of one's lair, and the others, I don't know necessarily where they are, but I can give you some information.
So she wants a spirit of
Yes.
a trap spirit. Would Phrasma be chill with that? I feel like no.
I actually do look when she asks that. I look nervously at Ivona.
That's
because
not
I'm like,
getting
that might
rid
not
of
be-
the undead. That's like letting it
That's
basically be
moving
taken
it
away.
somewhere else and
That's
letting
moving
it
it
go.
somewhere else.
Well, I'm sorry to
Not us.
inform you, but I've been tasked with cleansing this place of all spirits.
if it's in another realm of existence, is it not cleansed from?
No,
It would no longer be here.
that's not how it works.
I know. I still think
The spirit does not necessarily have to remain undead.
I don't know why any of you are even bothering to consider this.
Mostly for their sake.
How would you make
'Cause I don't
spirit not undead?
Well,
I
I
don't have-
believe you would put it to an end, and before Scarwall would recapture it, I could provide a way to remove it and bring it to you. And in turn, I will not only give you information, but provide support.
I'm looking at Ivona and Zardris on this like
I
I'm pretty-
I'm in the same.
Flat out
I'm
said
in this-
no.
I assume Khandes, you have the it actually could be worth it idea.
no, I'm very suspicious. Like, I don't know if I want to make a deal with someone like this.
An
I've already
evil
made
hag
enough.
monster?
I've already made enough deals.
Fine, I think I'm outvoted here.
I mean, you're doing this
I-
already, are you not?
I'm
I
here to destroy
agree
the
with you on
creatures,
this.
not free them.
In a way, aren't you doing both?
I'm doing it my way.
I think there's
Okay, Sinatra.
yeah. I don't quite have the same religious background as these two, and I do think that this sort of thing might be worth getting help, but I'm not sure. But they will obviously work against me on this, so I'm gonna have to decline as well.
My problem is, you lied once. How do we know you're not lying again?
I did not have to reveal myself. Though you were cautious of me, you had not enough information to truly confront me.
I had plenty
Well,
of
I knew-
information.
Well,
I mean,
there's plenty of evil people.
Locked in a dungeon full of undead? No, there hasn't been.
Oh, there are plenty of things still alive in that place. Just have to know where to look.
also,
Your suspicion of everything undead will draw you to be in much danger.
I'm more against the principle of attacking something before we know attacking something sentient before we know anything about it. And that's where and that's why I decided it was best to save her. And honestly, she has done us no harm.
Perhaps something to offer to begin with. Something that will help you. Something that I don't need. One of the chains
insist,
I do
but
not need
don't
the
think-
spirit of because it's too dangerous. Even in spirit world.
Well, I'm not sure any of my fellow compatriots want your help.
It does
so-
seem as though you don't. But
I'd be willing to listen if what she says is true. Maybe deal could be made.
maybe there's a compromise somewhere in here.
Perhaps.
Are we
I do
outside,
question-
like on the bridge or
I
whatever?
think we're on the. I think
You're
we're
probably
outside
at the end of the.
barrier.
You're at the edge of the bridge, basically.
I
Yeah.
leave.
Yep.
Okay.
Yep. Okay.
Whatever you want to do, you can do. And I will walk away.
Okay. Well, we can at
How about
least
you
discuss
three?
what we can. I still don't think it's worth fighting them on this. They're
Again.
both of them are very devout. To their cause.
I look at Ronnie. Do you have opinion?
I don't think I'm given to helping somebody who lies to me, but also I don't like the fact that our friends are not on our side here. I'm gonna let y'all make the choice, and I'm gonna sort of just back out.
Again, for now, one bit of information that may help you, and perhaps if it does, we can discuss a greater deal for the rest of you.
Doesn't hurt to take the information.
The best I can offer is I will work to not attack you unless I can work to not attack you or I can do my best to make certain our group will not attack you if we run into you again. Should you wish to go back into the
I don't think she wants to go back in.
Depending on how the deal goes, depends on my direction as I go.
Again, I'm just not sure it's a great idea with how my friends are. My friends feel about this. They very much into taking the undead and sending its soul to the afterlife. One of them is a follower of Sarenrae, the other is a follower of Pharasma.
I think only Pharasma cares about that one. I do not believe Sarenrae would necessarily care as long as they are no longer connected to the land of the living.
But I think out of principle, she doesn't like it.
How about this? You share the information. If it pans out, we talk to others, see if deal can be struck. Meanwhile, you stay with our friends at this keep.
I can stay with if you wish for me to.
I look at you, Ada. Does that sound acceptable?
Yes, I still question. And I see Avona's message. She's like, I don't think I was told about this. Khandes was there, but yeah.
Only Khandes knows.
Yeah.
So I can talk to them. We'll see what we can come to if we can come to an agreement. But given their reactions, I doubt it. And to do any sort of
would you be able,
finesse,
perhaps as a compromise? The fact is, I'm a dealer, a seller.
Yes.
If you could offer me something in return that would be as valuable.
Well,
there might be something in there that's quite worth a treasure, something that I cannot gain access to. Again, this might be a compromise. I am reasonable, and I am in it for my
You're in it for the money.
Other things you might consider valuable that we would not, such as, I know hags sometimes deal with curses. If we find a horribly cursed weapon, maybe, that we can't use, would you like that?
I'm not sure if Abaddon's soul markets would want that. But other places in Abaddon that deal with things like that, maybe, perhaps. Again, most evil souls are going to end up in Abaddon anyways, so...
Hey, we know where one cursed weapon is.
You mean Abaddon?
Abaddon, sorry.
Yeah, I'm like, I finally figured out what that was supposed to be, and my brain went, oh, wait, I know what that is.
It's me being me, sorry. Seeing it once and kind of just, not, reading it over.
Grand tricks.
Yes.
That should be acceptable. I think the other two just don't... Zardris, I feel like, just doesn't like the idea of working with someone who's clearly evil.
I mainly just go in wicked circles. Traditionally, I haven't really dealt with things on your plane as a traveler. The disguise is one of very open things, but again, you did also get rid of my defenses,
Then why were you concerned? Why were you keep talking about crystal ball, though?
A test. The fact is, I wanted to know.
Leave you?
No.
If we knew that crystal ball wasn't attached to Hag.
That for one thing. If you actually were of any kind of strength to be useful. Things like that. Probing you, testing you, finding out. It's obvious that my words were not completely falling on deaf ears, but certainly speaking, yes, the circumstances were unusual in your attempt to fireball. Fire, unfortunately, does not work.
I suspected there was more to this, but I just felt like if you attacked us from while we were leading you out, or attacked us from behind, we could have turned it around. And
I'm not mad enough to try to fight you.
And that's why I thought, worst case, you were something terrible, and we'd kill you if you tried something. Best case, you were someone who was actually trapped.
To take out my trap that you did, and survive and come nearly unscathed to me, tells me that my attempts to fight you directly, or even try to trick you and attack you, would probably end up in my death. I have been to plenty of places and faced my share of deadly enemies to know when not to underestimate anybody, and know that you are all very dangerous to me.
Ah, ghost skeletons was you.
Yes. I left them there just in case anything tried to pop. I was hoping with Rodar would not send anything wrong.
Well, we'll see what we can find in there. If you wish to stick around, perhaps we can find something you'd be interested in.
Then, at least for now, let me offer my basic information. Because it's a spirit that I wouldn't want. One related to you, as I said. The great dragon Belshala. One of the chained spirits, anchors. Quite alive. And quite dangerous. I'll put the spelling in chat. Belshala.
Okay.
Shalom.
Yes. I believe your people would call it I have looked up the type of dragon you are. Belshala. Sorry. I couldn't remember the time.
A dick.
Umbral dragon. I can tell you where Belshalam's lair is, too. Maybe you'll find something with the dragon's horror that would interest you, too. Maybe not.
We'll take a look. We'll see what we can come. What
So,
agreement we can come to.
she's gonna let you know.
Responsible for the.
See these nice double doors right here that you
attack
saw
from my
open? You know, these nice double doors here that you saw on this map here? You know, these here? Yeah, dragon lives in there.
That's
Oh,
good
the
to
one
know.
that's like creaking open?
Yeah. The ones that are left ajar. Mm-hmm.
Well, at least we know what to prepare for. We'll see what we can do. I feel, even though it didn't harm you, I still feel like it was impolite to fireball you.
Still, consider the various levels of my offer. A spirit, or something worth it. We'll trade for more information that I have. I do know of some of the other anchors. And information about it. And maybe more information about this place than you already know.
Yes, you seem to have been here for a little while at least.
Again, I know how to make deals with the dead. She's gonna just find a place to hang out nearby.
Okay.
You can meet with the rest of the people, I guess. Then,
I guess
don't know.
Actually, can we even knock on the door? Because you didn't invite us, so.
Yeah, do you guys not let us in tonight? Do we have to sleep outside tonight?
Man.
Does it close after a minute or so?
I mean, it's there.
Does
I
it
thought,
can
say-
I thought
enter
you
it.
allowed who can go in or not.
I mean, I'm not gonna be like, you guys can't come in.
Okay.
Okay.
That'd be
That's what I was
rude.
just making sure, because you're like, I invite you.
Yeah,
and
I
they say, what about
designate
the
you.
rest of
I'll designate you. Like, everyone who isn't this small woman is allowed in
Yeah.
Okay.
if they wish to be.
No, you should make it so it's only the party, because then a different small woman could appear.
Look,
She turns into a small man.
anyway, though you might not get to see her in her true form, here's her nice true form.
Hey,
Her
look
Yeah,
at that,
jaws-
it's a hag.
It's like she's evil or something.
Yeah.
It's like she's
Weird.
evil. Probably
Yeah,
lawful.
spirit in the
Yeah.
jar.
You know, if you're gonna like masquerade
She's-
as a halfling, learn the language.
yeah, I mean, it's
Yeah, that is kind of stupid that she's like.
It's immediately sus. Like,
look. She could have had another sheet.
her geography was also pretty off.
I mean, like, she doesn't have those knowledges. She's knowledge
like,
planes.
yeah.
Man.
She's a planar
So-
creature. She's a night hag.
Like,
Yeah.
real bad.
We could have taken her.
What about
She
gay
is
hag?
just she is just neutral evil.
What
That's
about
still
gay
evil.
hag?
That's the enemy of Night Hag.
I mean, honestly, like, I kind of almost want to explain, like, Ada's
Yeah,
reasoning.
if you want to come and find a cool wizard lady, she's having tea with her stoat butlers.
Yeah.
I mean, and I think we'll tell you about the possible other optional
I mean,
deal.
there's not going to be any deal coming from Zardris, so you're just wasting
Yeah.
your
It's
breath
gonna
if
be
you
a
try.
deal from you three specifically. I have no interest in dealing with her. She's
Yes,
irrelevant to my mission.
I agree, but we at least convinced her not to want something that. I mean, you clearly have a vested interest in clearing this place out, given your. What's the term? Like religious alignment? That's not what I'm. Moral alignment. Based on your moral alignment, which is why we negotiated for something else. So don't worry, we will not give over any souls.
You gave us some basic information. We can see if it pans out or not.
She's willing to deal, and I'm okay with that. I don't think making deals
As long
with
as you're
creatures
willing
like
to live with whatever consequences she would inflict upon you.
Hmm.
Hags are dangerous
Yeah.
creatures.
I know, but she clearly wants something, and I think that's.
That's not always a good.
It doesn't matter. We want things too.
Yeah, but
And for
I mean,
the
if she
record,
has some intimate knowledge that'll help us.
I made an agreement to clear this place out, and I mean to see it through.
Yes.
very well. I
I mean, I will tell
Well, I
you,
didn't-
you with your knowledge of like how Pharasma work, there are probably a bunch of these souls that might end up in Abaddon.
Yeah.
Abaddon anyway.
Like, logically,
So
if it's one of the super evil ones that's, supporting the chained spirit, probably she would be cool with that.
yeah, so it's sort of like again, she doesn't need them as undead. She just
It's
needs
more
the
that Ivana
spirit
doesn't want to
aspect.
deal with a hag.
Yeah, she is kind of a bitch.
Hags are pretty bad.
Yeah.
yeah.
But you
I'm
guys,
not-
like Ivana said, she does not care if you guys want to make deals with it. She will not stop that.
I mean, I'm not
See-
totally down with it, but at the same time, it's like the information could be helpful for
I
us.
mean,
Just
Yeah,
Ivana-
Ada's thoughts are basically just, look, if we can, if working with her can make our time easier, or even, and the cost is not too great, I don't see a problem.
I would only ask that you use your best judgment.
I will.
I get the feeling that you're like, use Khandes' best judgment.
Yeah. Use Khandes' best judgment.
That's a good. And then I'll say, yes, I will.
I mean, I still am suspicious of him.
To be fair, I consider Ada, even just beyond stats, I consider Ada wise.
I think
but
most
generally
people
just not
know
very smart.
I think most people know to be careful with the hag at this level.
Like,
yeah.
And that's the thing is like, no. My whole thing was just that, she.
I had to look it up. She just has changed shape. She's a shapeshifter. So.
Yeah, that would not proc.
Yeah.
For any magic detection.
I was tempted to cast Dispel Magic on her.
It would not have worked then.
Yeah,
Moonbeamer. Get 5e Moonbeam and throw it on her.
Yeah.
She is technically a shapechanger.
Fox is too busy eating rats.
True Seeing.
I have that.
That would have worked.
True Seeing would have worked.
True Seeing would
I
have
think
worked.
Greater Arcane Sight possibly would have worked as well, but I don't have that at the moment.
It's even prepped too.
Yeah.
It would have been very different if you cast that.
She.
No.
Interestingly speaking, a Night Hag has constant detect evil, chaos, good, and law, so she knew all your alignments directly. As soon as she saw you. And
Real
detect
smattering.
magic. Yeah.
Well, that explains why she appealed to me, the chaotic neutral person.
Yeah, look,
kind of leaning
Chaotic
chaotic good.
Yeah, I think I've is slowly becoming chaotic good.
Yeah, I'm chaotic good.
Actually, if anything, becoming more like neutral good.
Just like you kind of would know, she was immune to charm, cold, fear, fire, and sleep, and had spell resistance.
I don't see
that's very normal.
immunity to hammer on that list.
She is not. Well, I think she would have resisted hammer damage because, yes, her DR is interesting. But probably not by enough to live for a lot of hits. Not
Is she immune to being electrocuted?
She immune to one hammer crit?
I mean, theoretically immune to being electrocuted if you don't get through spell resistance.
It's a level 7 spell.
Well, what if I just add electricity to my hammerhead?
She will also tell you, she will give you, the one other thing she will tell you is, if you would go up the stairs here, please, be respectful. I pointed at the one that was right there next to you.
You didn't shift ping though, so that's what I was like.
Sorry, it was where you guys were.
I got it.
Be careful of her pet up there, and let it know.
Her evil dog.
No, it's a nightmare. It's a living nightmare.
Another one?
As long as it doesn't fuck with me, I don't care.
Another nightmare?
This one's alive.
As long as it doesn't mess with me, I don't really care about it.
Though she might actually just go and get the nightmare and have it come back while you guys sleep. Honestly, she might just go and get it.
Yeah, no reason, because if we run into it, we will kill it, and she probably knows that.
Yeah, and honestly speaking, it makes her be able to run away a lot easier because they can just plane shift. She can go the ethereal plane, but with that, she can plane shift too. So there might be just, when you awaken, a nightmare in camp too.
Does it have Horseshoes of Zephyr?
No, that's just silly. It already flies. Why would it fly again?
More.
It can fly more.
Or no,
But,
the one that gives you bigger speed. Horseshoes.
It's like Horseshoes of Speed or something. Hey, so we'll leave that there. You know where there's a dragon who's one of the 4 anchors you needed to get.
Hell
and,
yeah.
Also, if anybody wants to make a Arcana check on a
Umbral
dragon, I can let you know a few things about it.
I can assist somebody on that check.
I can assist someone.
I can assist
Is that
as well.
enough? 39?
Yes, it's a pretty good amount.
I assist
I don't
you.
assist. I rolled my
So-
by 1.
It's a dragon, which is very bad.
Yeah,
That's the
makes
first
sense.
thing. A Umbral dragon is its breath weapons are. It's got 2 breath weapons, negative energy, and strength. I think damage.
Well, the negative energy one won't affect me. So I'm fine with that one at least.
Will that heal you?
Yes.
You should tank it then.
However, the strength damage. Ooh, I got. Oh boy, I'll tell you, I got 8 strength.
At least if you drop to 0 strength, you don't die. You just like.
Well,
can't
the dragon will kill me.
It probably has some spells because dragon.
Oh,
it's
like
still a
spells. Well,
It
I
does. They
gotta
get
look for
sorcerer
him.
spells.
Spellcaster.
They get sorcerer spells.
Man, if only counterspelling was like an actual thing worth doing, and
Mhm.
You
There's
can.
not
It's just
go-
dumb.
Oh, hey, with that, I'll tell you. You know that death effects don't affect it.
makes sense.
Mhm.
That's good to know.
And cold damage doesn't.
Also good to know.
No, I don't have any cold.
I'm just gonna disintegrate. I'm gonna prep all my disintegrates. I'm gonna
Oops,
incinerate
all
this
disintegrate.
dragon. Yeah, I'm gonna.
What kind of damage is disintegrate in
Force.
3.5?
It's
Actually, I think
technically-
technically it's untyped
just-
in this edition.
It's untyped, just like death damage or something.
Damage.
It's just magic damage.
True damage.
Yeah, it is just damage.
Yeah. They have okay. All right. So yeah, no. I'm sorry. The shadow breath is even worse than I was gonna say. It's 3 times per day. They can breathe a cone of shadows that you have to make a fortitude save or be blinded for a number of rounds, 1d4, and take strength damage.
Dope. That's gonna
Very
suck.
cool.
Sorry, strength drain.
That's even worse.
Oh.
Yeah.
That's gonna be awful to play.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Um,
Well, prepare
so
greater
that's-
restoration for
I
afterwards.
can't.
Yeah, we're not at that level yet.
No,
Oh,
I
and-
mean I can,
Not?
but I can't because it costs money to cast it.
Oh yeah, it does cost a lot of money to cast.
Oh,
doesn't it?
and
Where is it?
It's
I have it.
lots
here's
of cash.
restoration.
5,000 gold per
Yeah,
casting.
it's really expensive, depending on what you want it to do.
okay, that's it. Fortunately, it's not a great worm because then it's all attacks with deal negative levels.
Dope.
To be fair,
It's
lesser
not
restoration.
Just die.
Restoration, I believe.
I mean,
think-
with a great worm, you would just die. It is
Well,
very
we do
high.
have
skill.
yeah.
We do have one scroll of restoration.
Yeah. Oh, okay. You would not heal from its breath weapon. Because specifically it says it deals negative energy damage that its breath weapon does not heal undead. And since you would count for undead for healing, it would not affect it. It just would not affect it.
It wouldn't affect me. Okay.
Mhm.
You can't. gain
Specifically,
money.
it doesn't heal undead with its negative energy.
Okay.
I'm just checking if there's anything else that's if it would come up, it can deal damage to incorporeal creatures as normal. It just has Ghost Bane on it, like Ghost Touch on it normally. I don't think that'll come up at all.
Unlikely to.
Yeah.
It is a ghost. I never told you.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, true.
Yeah. It could technically, which I don't think it will ever do, use Vampiric Touch at will.
Oh, is it gonna cast it as a level 20 sorcerer?
No, 17th. Which is still pretty gross. It's still pretty
Still a
damn
lot of
gross.
damage.
It's
Anyway,
a lot of
It
damage.
costs 100 gold per casting to remove drain,
Yeah. So.
and I technically don't have any of the materials for this because I think
We have
got
someone
it
you
who
could
can
teleport to
travel.
get it.
Yeah, we have someone who can
If I
teleport.
don't die.
Mhm. But yes, but that is the thing you know about. It is one of the 4 main bosses of this area. You now know what it is, and you actually know a little bit of how dangerous and deadly it is. So you're not going to just wander in and fight that thing.
I don't know if we should fight that one first.
Yeah, it may be one of the more difficult anchors.
Yeah, we may want to fight a different one and get a level before we fight it.
Yeah.
Unless we're gonna
Zardris,
level
though,
now.
I will tell you, in your time outside of the thing, because you have perception of yes,
Oh,
you will be able to notice, now patrolling the skies occasionally, is a very black dragon that will sometimes appear for a little while,
neat.
that you didn't see days earlier. Turns out when you fight near its lair, it knows something's going on.
Well, we should go kill that too.
Well, that's what it is, the dark dragon, because they're
Yeah.
umbral.
Oh, it lives in here. Oh, okay.
The thing I was describing, basically,
It wasn't a black dragon. It was this umbral dragon.
they are black in color, but
Can
yes,
we
they're-
get bannership?
I technically have banners.
probably
but-
not within the boundaries, and it does
Yeah.
not seem to leave the area. Actually, you have a lot of perception, right?
I have a 39.
You get the feeling on its area, it does seem to leave the zone of the protection, but not by a lot.
Suspicious.
What I mean is, it does exit the area where it would probably be vulnerable to banishment.
If we want to try that.
I mean, I don't think banishment
Yeah,
has
we'd
a
have to-
range
we
of
did-
yes.
Banishment is a close range spell.
Yeah, so we
It's-
would.
Yeah.
But there could be a way to ambush it, but that would be very hard.
Yeah, let's
Yeah.
just
Take a lot of
fly
planning.
up there and wait for it to fly out of it, and then cast banishment, have it make the save, and then I'll die.
I mean,
make
it's-
the save and then I'll die. Yes.
It is still a dragon,
Yeah.
so you could attempt
It
it.
has. It probably has spell resistance, which
Probably has
means it
spell
has,
resistance, a lot of will.
Yeah. I'm just not gonna prepare the spell.
Yeah, but well, at least it doesn't have legendary resistance from 5e. That would be.
Hey,
No,
I mean,
no.
it's a big boy, so it probably doesn't have. Its reflex is probably not its highest save.
That's true. And it's not immune to fire for once.
True.
Nope,
But it's not
I mean-
undead.
it's not undead.
Hmm.
You know, at least it's not a Dracolich. I was actually thinking something like that would appear.
That would probably kill us.
That'd be pretty bad.
And Pathfinder's own version of that, which is in ways better and ways worse. So I can't remember what they're called in Pathfinder. There's something.
It's called a
else.
Lich Dragon.
Anyway, we'll leave it there. Now that
Great
you've
restaurant.
learned about it. So I mean, you could go explore there. You could go somewhere else. There's some other doors. Like there was one heading. I guess that would be west. You can go west into another area of the castle.
What about east?
We can go down.
You could always try to enter
What's
into
down?
the donjon, which is that area up here, with the dark doors in the staircase
this?
leading up to it.
All this.
Yeah, that's the
That's
Well,
west,
west.
I think.
We also don't know what is over here. There's a door at the top of stairs.
This seems to be like an internal tower. So it goes like
Yeah.
it's a smaller like tower that's in the middle.
I
like,
vote
the
we
shape.
avoid all of this. We don't go here for now.
And just
Yeah,
wait for the
I-
dragon to not be patrolling because I guess the hardest can really honestly knows that.
So I
Yeah.
would say we go here first.
This might be the wisest
down.
decision.
Yeah.
Well,
And
I
you
mean,
definitely
that's
can. You
west.
can definitely time it that you can take to the bridge when it's not patrolling because it seems to be coming out because it knows something's going on, and it's interested in it. But it's not gonna like fly around all the time. It's a living creature, so it's fly around for a while, go rest, maybe go hunt a little bit, come back, check it out, see like, where are these guys? I want to see them. Come on,
Give it
take
the
to the
middle
bridge.
finger.
I want to murder you. I'm
True.
gonna breath weapon while flying over you because it's a dick move. Anyway.
Teleport onto its back.
I dodge roll and take no damage.
Dodge.
Dark Souls roll, yeah.
Dark Souls roll.
Sorry, you've got too much equip load.
There's still.
Fat
Oh, I'm
rolling.
heavy rolling. Oh, I died.
Fat rolling.
Fat rolling. Joe, do you have anything to shout out?
My fiance's birthday is next week.
Woo! Happy birthday, Joe.
Gorge Malortians.
Lightning, anything to shout out?
I don't know. I'm kind of head melty. I was right. It was evil the whole time.
You
No, we
weren't
knew it was
wrong.
evil.
We work for it.
Well,
I-
I knew it was not a good thing, and then I
I knew
detected
you were-
evil.
Look,
You-
I actually suspected you were right, but I was also just like, hey, maybe we could work with it. It's intelligent and actually.
And evil.
Artist doesn't work with evil.
I don't.
Out of
I don't
character.
work with evil.
That's fair.
Zardris has a real tough time in Korvosa because everybody pisses them off. It's why probably there's someone else that deals with the public a lot more because Zardris, you're the heavy guns they send in to take care of problems. You're not the talker
It's
of the
why
church.
I don't have any ranks in like local and history is because I never dealt with people.
You never go outside. They
They
don't,
just-
let, they
No,
don't
I
let you
didn't.
outside.
I didn't go outside.
They're like, look, we'll take care of it. We'll let you know if there's anything everything that we need you for. They're evil! No, not again!
Casting fireballs at everyone who's evil.
I just feel like Ada would be a hypocrite if she judged people based off what they are.
A little bit. River, do you have anything to shout out?
No, just straight chilling in the city, you know.
Yeah.
Living life large.
Yeah. Mama?
Chilling like a villain.
I have nothing to shout out.
I mean, this lady that you've met is chilling like a villain, but that's because she's
evil.
She is. He is evil.
She's chilling like a literal villain, and I'm whatever.
On the back of a nightmare.
I wouldn't say I'm okay with it. But
Not
I'm
on the
also
back of a
not-
nightmare right now. The nightmare's probably like eating something nearby and be like, "Sup, bitches."
Chewing on a stole nearby.
But because like,
honestly,
it will
my
talk, so we'll be like, "Sup, bitches."
It's like we just look over and it's like eating a rabbit.
A still alive rabbit that it's just chewing on.
It's another horse.
He's just eating another horse. It's like a dead horse next to
A
it.
smaller horse.
Yeah, it's like where'd that horse come
Ooh.
It summon horses and it just eats them then.
That's only in
Oh,
fact.
it's a paladon from 5e where it just gets summoned Steve. It's a class feature.
And then it just uses it for food. It's an anti-paladin. Nightmare. Oh, worm. You have a shout out.
I'm Diamond Worm. You can find me on
Oh,
twitch.tv/Diamond Worm or at Diamond Worm on Twitter. I should start streaming again this Saturday. That is my goal, hopefully. But we'll
Will
still
you
see.
eat any live horses?
Maybe if I get 1 million subscribers in the next week.
He'll eat one live horse.
I will eat one
That's
live
illegal.
It might be.
That's against
that probably
I think that's
is.
against TOS. That's animal cruelty.
That's true. You see, that's why you have to humanely kill it first and then eat it. You can have it not eat a live horse, eat a recently live
Just get
horse.
some
Horse.
IKEA meatballs. It's basically the same thing.
I guess I'm going to delete this armor on here because it is very dead armor. Since you disintegrated it. Don't have to worry about that anymore. Alright, myself, Tenth
If
Time,
there's any dust left from it, put it into cold oil.
Yeah, I'll be back tomorrow, do some streaming, talk about some stuff, and normal schedule for the week. Social media link below, etc., etc. Anyway, we'll be back next week. We'll continue crazy adventures. They'll probably not fight a dragon.
Eventually we'll be done in this dungeon.
One day in 6 years.
I mean,
I'm
you know,
enjoying it so far.
I mean, you did get a nice communication and talking with a nice lady.
Are we leveling, by the
No.
way?
Don't call her nice.
I was about to say, I probably wouldn't call her
I
nice.
wouldn't call a hag a
She's
nice
Definitely
person.
not nice.
Actually, she was very... I wouldn't call her nice, I'd call her polite.
Are we leveling?
I think what I'm going to do is wait for a second, because I'm going to have you do another side thing for a little bit next time, and so prepare a level, because when the side thing is done, we'll have you level. Whether that takes... I don't think it should take the entire thing, but there will be, like, another...
Oh, so we're gonna kill the hag in her nightmare. Dope.
But
I
just
take
in
that
case
as a
it does, we'll wait till
As a
the
player, I take that as a challenge.
You'll be receiving a message. Sending, if you will.
Gross.
Leave us alone. We're busy.
Alright, I'm not gonna pick up the. I'm not gonna pick up the phone.
Just don't answer. don't answer. Don't
Ring,
reply.
ring, ring,
don't
ring.
tell
Oh,
anybody.
God, look, we're busy with something right here. And she's like, what are you trying to answer? The nightmare's right there chewing on the
Tell me
rabbit.
to assume I'll ever look at that woman.
We're gonna see you in her nightmare.
Hey, bye everybody.
Bye.